This is the final episode of the SML Podcast. Finally. I mean, seriously. Is anybody even listening to this at this point? Does anybody ever listen to... You know what? Fuck this alpaca shit. They're not even paying me for these voices. I'm out of here. Kiss my entire ass.
Oh, man, I can't believe it's going to be 3 more weeks until these get posted.
Wait, Bob says he's joining.
Oh, Bob,
go ahead,
Bob
he's ready.
He's doing a shitty job of joining.
Yeah, no. Hey, it's 20 minutes later, Bob.
Don't forget to ask him about his scabies.
Yeah.
Stupid, terrible Bob.
I'm still getting busy from him.
That's Bob.
I have that on recording, just to let you know.
I'm just powering through. I'm just hitting dial.
You got stupid, terrible Bob on recording?
There's Bob.
Hey, hello.
Hey, Bob.
You are quiet.
All right.
Get louder.
How about now?
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, say it again. Say how about now again.
How about now?
Oh, God, yes.
I'm sorry. We had a kid emergency. Nothing bad. Just trying to get the kids to sleep is
Totally understood.
tragedy. Tragedy. I can't even say it.
Tragedy.
My kids are all sick. They don't want to sleep at all. And then the dog wants to take liquid shits in the kitchen all night. So good excuse, Bob. But
Hey, if those are the
got the
biggest
same problem here,
tragedies going
except,
on in the next 3 weeks, I think we're doing pretty good.
That's very true.
Yeah.
World is crazy, but what's up, everyone? For the final time, this is Joe.
I'm Kris.
Wait, no, hold on. You've wanted to do this so long. Kris, you start us off.
Shut the fuck up. Seriously?
Yeah, Kris, then Pappy, and then me. I'll go last.
Wow. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm Kris.
I'm Pappy.
And I'm Joe.
And this is the SML Podcast
For the final time.
the last time. Sorry.
The lastest time.
Sorry. It's all my fault. You
Yeah.
can send your hate mail to Pappy McPapperson at US.
Taras D. Boutre at gmail.com.
Yeah. US. I was going to don't give him a military address.
us.fart.com.
Pappy McPapperson.
So, we've got
Hotmail.com.
3 fantastic guests on the show. I would call them the IDARB crew, but Adam's not really an IDARB guy. So, it's the Little Nicky crew.
Oh, shit.
We've got
the Little Nicky crew, yeah.
We've got Mika, Bob Baffy, and Adam Groupon on the show one last time. Thought we forgot about that Groupon joke,
I am
didn't
now
you?
CEO of Groupon, so that works very well.
We had a Kunal scheduled, but his internet decided to be full stupid.
Yeah, I think
Something
he's out
weird's
for
going on
dinner
out
or
there
something.
at the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I don't know what it is.
like I said, the world's
Jersey's
crazy. It's Jersey. It's always Jersey's fault.
Yep.
Yes.
All the worst things in the world.
Welcome to one of the most expensive states where we don't give you fuck all for anything.
So, how you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, good. It's post
wow.
game developer conference, so we're kind of deflating. I
Yeah,
think.
no more GDC.
Deflating.
I liked you guys when you were fully inflated.
You don't like half-ass. You like the full ass.
Yeah.
I got to see
Still fully inflated.
I got to see Mr. Mika on a press conference with Phil Spencer talking about
Yeah, I
Windows
really
10.
classed up the joint, I think.
The mohawk was a good look.
Isn't that it's really, you just wear what you're wearing that day. That's all they said.
You come out with like zebra print.
I should have. There were so many
Like,
ideas.
this is what
that
I'm
might
wearing
sound
All I
today.
had
now.
was a Speedo. What are you going to do?
Whole ensemble of zebra everything.
And you see, the comic artist Zach Wienersmith is
Wiener.
he just
the
put out
gentleman's monocles.
you could have pulled one out on stage and started unwrapping the condom wrapper and pulled out a monocle.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about
yeah. You
that.
can order a gentleman's monocle, and it's in a condom wrapper.
That's
It
amazing.
looks like a condom, but you open it and it's a monocle.
You put it in your eye.
Oh, speaking of getting cool things, I wanted to wait until we were recording so I could show Kris this.
Oh no!
But
you
look what I got.
motherfucker! Are you kidding me?
I don't know what it is.
I am holding up a King DDD amiibo.
Motherfucker!
I wanted that reaction on the show.
You son of a bitch!
You
Did
now
you
have
even
less
pre-order
friends,
it?
Joe.
No.
What the fuck?
I will say
Now you
I
need to blend it.
didn't get it at a store. Yeah, let me blend it. Amazon 25 shipped.
Dude, what?
And
think someone's
I'm
gonna
getting
get
a Wii
jumped
Fit
right
trainer
after
from
the podcast.
Switzerland.
I'm fucking furious right now. Are you Why do you... How did you...
I just told you how I got it.
Why did you not tell me to get one?
I'm sure they're still
Wouldn't it be
available.
funny?
There were a bunch there. Here, let me pull it up.
So yeah, these guys are being
But you-
jealous
all right,
over that
so you-
stuff. I'm like, yeah, I bought bed sheets and tinted my car windows. I'm obviously the adult host here.
No, you're not.
I took my bird to the therapist today.
Do
I'm not sure if
tell.
that's an adult thing or an insane thing. Please elaborate.
I want to hear more about this.
My bird's been biting my wife a lot. It's her bird, and she was getting very upset. So she said, what can we do? I just want to get rid of the bird. And I'm like, you can't get rid of the bird. You've had the bird for 12 years. You love the bird. And she's like, well, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, bird therapy. And so she looked it up, and yes, there's a bird therapist
It is the Bay Area. After
in the
all.
Bay Area.
Well, that's
Out
the
in
next
Oakley, of all
Animal
places.
Planet show, then, isn't it?
Yeah. So took the bird there. And of course, just like whenever you take anything to any sort of mechanic, nothing was wrong when we took the bird to the therapist. Bird was all like, bagak? And the guy's like, I see.
A bugger?
What kind of
And then, yeah.
And then looked at Dano.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, bagak, bagak, bagak.
not my problem.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah, deep-seated issues in the
How much
Rippon
does the bird
aviary.
therapist cost?
you
$70. These are bad.
What's wrong with
Are
you?
you
You
kidding
can buy an
me?
amiibo
Are
for
you
that.
kidding me?
Exactly. I hear you. Can
How
get,
did you not? I could have
25
went to
shipped.
GameStop, taken my pre-order off, and taken the money for the pre-order, and then just put it towards that and just ordered one on Amazon and told them to go fuck themselves. Why didn't you tell
You
me
still
this?
can.
No, I can't. We're recording. They close in 30
We're
minutes.
back on
You can do it
Amiibo.
tomorrow.
They're not gonna happen.
Dude, they had 9
Guys,
a week ago.
I'm a little worried about the amount of fighting you do. I'm going to recommend you go to the bird therapist.
Dude, you still have time. There were a couple of different stores that had it for $25 shipped. Mine was a Japanese one.
Yeah, but that's all over now. That's over.
Don't get your feathers all ruffled.
I guarantee you have at least 3 weeks to take care of this.
It's okay that we understand Joe as being a little bit of a pecker.
Son of a bitch. Dude, I'm seriously like livid right now.
Sometimes I think he's just trying to plant that seed in your head, just make you
Take that anyway, Adam.
yeah, I know, right? I realized that as I said. I was like, how do I clarify that I'm talking about bird seed?
That is the most
and not-
disgusting euphemism, probably, too, at the same time.
He's
Let me
trying to
plant this seed in your head.
Yeah. No,
All right,
Yeah.
Chris, look.
I just
There's
thought maybe
so
he's
many
ejaculating with
under
your-
25.
That's
They will
actually
be there.
$50 extra in Vegas is planting the seed in the head.
Because at this point, I just want to take my money from GameStop and tell them to piss off.
You should.
Because
Well, I would have done that beforehand anyway.
There's an entire page under $24 shipping from Japan.
I just need a Villager one now, and I'd be happy.
Well, we did hear that they're doing a reprint on Villager, Little Mac,
Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit Trainer, and Captain Falcon.
Falcon would be
Falco.
cool too.
So I got to get that Falcon.
Get that
Ness doesn't
Falcon.
have-
Get that shit.
You got to get your Falcon and then take it to bird therapy.
There we go.
That works.
So I'm just curious though, what kind of bird?
Severe macaw, like a mid-sized green murder pigeon.
More like macaque.
Severe macaw.
Yeah, that's actually the name of the bird. Is a severe macaw.
They're the most serious of the macaws.
Yeah, they are actually the bitiest and most aggressive. And yeah, so our fluffy murder pigeon needed some love, and
I like that they just call it a severe macaw, like a severe Shih Tzu.
Yeah. They're like, we're not gonna fuck around. This isn't like, a green-fronted beaked macaw. This is a murder death simulator, except for real.
MBK.
And then someone decided it would be a good idea to own said murder weapon.
Yeah. Donnell was the only person who could handle Bubba in the PetSmart where she worked at, and so they eventually were like, "You're taking her. You take the bird."
It killed the entire hamster section last night. Just take it home.
Yeah.
It didn't even eat them. It just murdered the fuck out of them and went back to its home.
We don't even know where Tammy is either.
Yeah.
She's 3 hours late.
Yeah. She never came home.
She made a phone call to her boyfriend, and it was just weird feather noises.
Yeah, like.
Funny thing about Donnell's old PetSmart stories. Apparently, the hamsters would murder each other all the time.
Nice.
They were so cute.
You learn that when you're a kid, though. It's like, oh, that hamster had babies, and the mom just ate them all.
Yeah. I guess I never had the miracle of hamster life occur in my house.
We had the miracle of hamster death too. Like my friend had a hamster, the hamster got out of its cage, but to get out had to pry through the wire bars and broke the bar and then gutted itself, its stomach, and it was, and then it hung itself by its own intestines, right? So we go into the house to go feed Timmy or whatever it was. And we go in there, and he's just dangling from the cage by his own intestines. So it was disturbing, and there's blood everywhere.
Wow.
So we buried that hamster in the backyard, and then of course, kids, you're like, oh, in a couple of weeks, why don't we dig it up? So we did. The freaking thing was alive with its intestines hanging out.
Oh
still
my
in the
God!
box. Somehow woke up. Then his dad came out and killed it.
Wow.
Things come back, Adam.
Yeah.
Things come back.
That's
God.
It
just seems like.
Not as magically horrific, but yeah, we were in that. We had 3 mice as a kid, and the one died overnight, and the other 2 just ate half of it.
Oh, God.
I hope for the rest of my life that I never see a hamster that should be dead come back. That's just. Ugh.
Are you sure your backyard wasn't part of a pet cemetery?
It could have been. I mean, we joked about that later, but who knows?
My first thought was going to be I should joke. Oh, ghost hamster came after you. No, apparently it did. All right.
Pappy, what was that movie you just watched a couple of weeks ago about bringing dead things back to life?
Lazarus Effect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, except they used really thick sperm serum directly into your temple.
Nice.
Wow.
That's what you like, isn't it, Pappy?
And also, it was
Damn it,
a terrible movie. Oh, just shitty.
I don't know, Pappy. I think they won you at sperm serum.
Yeah, right.
On paper, this sounds so good.
On paper, it was when it was called The Reanimator.
Yeah. Oh, Reanimator. That I haven't watched it this year yet.
Well, if you ever see The Lazarus Effect for Redbox or Netflix, just go watch The Reanimator instead.
I'm going to watch The Lazarus Effect. And then you just put on Reanimator.
It's a piece of tape and it says Lazarus Effect.
Words cannot express how shit that movie was. Every year, I get my hopes up that there will be at least one good horror film. And I'm usually right. There's one good horror film. And everything else I go to see, I'm cautiously optimistic. And then all of my hopes and dreams are just dashed to the ground and shat upon.
Hung by their own intestines.
Hung by their own intestines from their cage. But that's the problem with horror films is there's so many in a year that you'd expect at least more than one to be good.
Well, like last year, it was The Babadook was the only one. The year before that, The Conjuring. And this year, I'm really excited for It Follows, which is slowly coming out in American theaters right now.
What is that one about?
Right now, as of March 17th.
Basically, this high school girl has sex with a dude, and as he's as he's done, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I just transferred a disease to you. You have to have sex with someone else within a week, or you're going to be murdered by this demon stalker. So the movie, it's just this blurry like outline of a person, and it slowly gets closer and closer. You have to have sex with someone else and pass the curse on. And despite sounding a little weird as a premise, it's won awards at all these film festivals. Everyone's like, "Holy shit, this is the best horror movie in a while."
Oh, that's awesome.
And so
it's called,
and it's all about fucking.
It's all about fucking.
Give it an award.
But that is cool though, to turn the idea of an STD into something like that is kind of a cool idea.
Sexually transmitted.
It's actually pretty original.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up on my phone because I don't want to do this show now. Look at the trailer.
You just
I don't know if I want to sit next to you while you watch this trailer.
Yeah.
He's looking at an article right now that says nude and passed out.
But it was about the White House.
What?
Sure.
What?
The Secret Service.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did
That was CNN.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, okay.
It does have great reviews.
If you want to be a frat boy when you grow up, you join the Secret Service.
That's exactly what you do.
Yeah, apparently.
Bro, you don't even
Because sloppy
know.
seconds to anybody in the White House has got to be like top notch.
Wow.
Okay,
I just remember like when I was in college, like a friend of mine was joining a frat. And I'm like, why do you want to join a frat? And he's like, it's like organized prostitution or whatever. It's like, what? What's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Speaking of that,
Speaking of organized prostitution, how's
speaking of
Vegas?
prostitution, it's I'm doing the Pahrump Hot Air Balloon Festival this weekend over about an hour and a half west. It's only an hour from Death Valley. But last year was their first year, and they get military to volunteer to come and help, set up the balloons and launch them. And it's cool because a lot of the volunteers got free hot air balloon rides out of it. But the thing is, we now know we have to brief all of our airmen because last year one of the balloons was sponsored by the Chicken Ranch, which is one of the, brothels. And I guess they had some of the employees there, and the women were finding out who the military guys were and offering them freebies. So we have to actually brief. We have to brief our volunteers that it's illegal to accept a freebie from a prostitute.
Dear balloon volunteers.
What about discounts? Are those allowed?
No, you're not allowed to visit a prostitute even if you're in an area where it is legal. It's federal law. Federal law trumps
Federal
state
law?
law. Federal law.
Federal
Yeah, Kim Jong fucking ill. Oh, hello.
Hello.
So,
It only took us under 20 minutes to be racist. That's a record.
Yay!
That's
Bob
actually a
with
little
the
slow.
timers going. He's like, one stopwatch off.
Now we're waiting for the dicks. Oh, other stuff.
Oh, there, shut that one off too, Bob.
what other timers do you have going?
The timekeeper.
The one that he hits when something funny is said usually never gets stopped.
Yeah.
No, that one you just you can't even stop it anyways.
It's been running for
Rusted
2
shit.
years.
Yeah, exactly. Just
I don't know
your
if
face
it-
is just rust.
I was going to say, if it's for our show, he's only known about it for a month and a half now.
He did it subconsciously.
He's like, something's happening.
Yeah.
I have to hit start.
No, he went. I bet you these assholes were never funny, and he went back, and he's like, "Yeah, I was right."
Did all the math, added up the shows, the times. I'll get you guys
Excel
the
sheet open
Excel
right
sheet.
there.
We have
Yeah,
110
spreadsheet.
episodes and 7 jokes.
Yep, it's true. You can literally name them all.
5 of them came from having you guys on the show.
Yeah.
And all of them were about dicks.
Oh yes,
That's the
No,
biggest joke
we
of
had
all.
one about fleshlights, too.
Yeah.
which is still
Oh.
technically a dick joke,
Yeah, the inverse of a dick joke.
It is the inverse.
and it requires the dick.
It's
to
what
be
goes
the joke.
around
Yeah.
the dick joke.
Mhm.
It is a dick-encompassing joke.
Yes.
Encompassing.
Encompassing.
Oh my God.
All right. So, changing the subject, I found the worst/best bar sign. Joe wanted me to read this when you guys
Oh,
were on.
yeah.
Oh, God.
See if you think this is a too soon, but
Hold
a
on.
bar put up.
If you don't like offensive content, skip ahead about a minute.
Yeah. So $5 car bombs, $3 fireball. Order both for a Paul Walker.
Oh,
Too soon? Or is that just perfect?
anytime between the event that we call it and then the next movie is too soon.
Okay, so they should have waited.
After the movie, you're good.
Well, no, that Brick Mansions movie came out after his death.
Well, yeah, that counts.
then
Okay,
we're good,
it's
yeah.
not too soon.
Yeah, no, that's good.
It's all technical, really.
Yeah, there's actuarial charts that we need to refer to for
Yeah.
this sort of thing.
Yeah, that one's good. Okay, move on.
Next.
But I had to.
I'll allow it.
Despite whether it's a horrible joke or not, I had to give them credit for even thinking of that. Like,
Yeah.
that's,
I wonder how many customers
Pretty good when
they
you
lost.
can insult the Irish and a grieving family in a single thing.
all in
Yeah.
one.
I try to do that once a day, but usually I only get one or the other.
St. Patrick's Day miracle.
Yeah.
It is.
It's really hard to find a grieving family when I live so far away from a graveyard.
Oh my lord! So how was GDC?
Well,
You can't even make the segue work.
Nope.
I'm trying to think if we even talk about GDC after talking about that. I think we're breaking the rules of GDC now.
Yeah, we are.
Everybody's safe here.
Everybody's safe here. Yeah, that was the theme of GDC. Everybody's safe here.
Yep.
We can't bring that into this show.
So are you allowed to talk about next year's GDC then?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be full of hate.
Yeah. Next year's GDC is sponsored by Gamergate.
Yeah.
Oh
Right,
god!
again.
Oh, so
You, the
Disturbed
guy
will
in
be
Firefly.
performing then.
Disturbed will be playing.
We'll do episode 111 a year from now and talk about how Gamergate sponsored GDC went.
Yeah, let's see.
I just can't believe how they swayed everybody over to their opinion.
Yep.
Let's
They had
see.
a hate
Performance
room.
by Disturbed. Special opening announcements by which one is that asshole Baldwin from Fire?
Exactly.
Asshole
Adam.
Baldwin.
Firefly Baldwin.
Yeah. The fake Baldwin.
Space Baldwin.
Fake Baldwin.
Space Baldwin. That was fun. I hope that
Space
sounds good
Baldwin
in the
2,
recording.
the search for more Space Baldwin.
The search for more life to insult.
Yeah, exactly. He's running low.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've got 3 different species of women. Well, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how
Just
your
starts cracking his knuckles.
I don't know how your
Different
GDC
species
went,
of
but
women, and they all hate me.
my entire weekend was pretty much nothing but like watching people do a lot of cocaine.
Oh yeah, you had the concert on Saturday. There
Yeah.
were multiple concerts.
Yeah, so every year before St. Patrick's Day, the Scranton area has a parade, and the one band that I'm playing in, we played in one of the bars that is right next to where the parade stops. So it was very, very busy. The parade started at 11 o'clock. Our first set was at 1:30. I believe I saw the first bag of cocaine at about 2:33.
I like how
somewhere around there.
specific you're getting. You can't just say 2:30.
No,
You had,
because
like,
I'm thinking
because I'm with you, like the back of a manual.
because I'm thinking we stopped our set at 45 minutes after, and then I was off stage probably about 10-15 minutes later, and it was only a couple minutes after I had stepped off stage. There was a couple that was like dancing in front of where the stage was, and the girl like turns around and goes to her boyfriend. Her boyfriend pulls out this giant fucking bag of coke, and she like just takes a little bit and then rubs it and put it on her gums. And the guy seriously just takes the bag, puts it up to his face, and just goes like. We're just like, okay, that's a thing. Then like at another point in the day, I think this was after the second set, which our second set wasn't until like 5:15. So somewhere around between like 6:30, 7 o'clock ish.
You're not going to give a more specific time now?
Because I wasn't around for this one. This one was told to me.
6:37.
So apparently there were 2 dudes that were making an exchange in the bathroom for purchasing cocaine. And
What was the payment?
No, because they were both standing. They were both standing. And
Which way were they facing?
Which the funny thing was when when the bouncers went in to try and check on them, because they were both in one of the stalls, they were just like, yeah, no need to come in here. We're totally just sucking each other out.
They get you the pass. Like, okay then.
Yeah, great.
But the bouncers were essentially like jumping over the stall to like grab them and like get them out of the club. Yeah, there was a lot of coke, just a lot of coke. I don't know why. Like, I did not think it was going to be that much of an issue.
I expect meth in our area, but not
right
coke.
now,
I guess, man. Well, see, here's the thing.
Crops.
Coke
High
is
yield.
going to be a much more expensive drug. So I would see that more in the Scranton area than we're currently in the Wilkes-Barre area. The Wilkes-Barre area I would assume to be more heroin and obviously pot. But
Yeah, Berwick is meth town.
yeah, Berwick is 100% Methville, Pennsylvania. So
Yeah, I had a friend in high school. He lived in the top floor of like this old school farmhouse, so he lived basically in the attic. And he joined the military, and then like 2 years later, his aunt got arrested for basically converting his bedroom into a meth lab.
Nice.
Like just downtown.
That's the aunt.
Did you guys read that story today about that bathroom in Walmart that was converted to a meth lab?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they found a meth lab in the bathroom of a Walmart.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And a woman gave birth in Walmart.
Well, that's nothing new.
Employee.
That happens all the time.
If you talk about working up until the time, she gave birth.
They apparently have everything at Walmart.
Yeah.
If the world ends today, I'm heading straight to Walmart.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It'd be crazy not to.
She popped it out, and the manager yelled at her and was like, "Get back to checking. We have a line.
Get back to checking.
put it. Make
Now
sure
just imagine
Bag it up
meaning
and
of life.
get back to work."
No, it's put an apron on that kid, get him on one of the registers. We never have enough cashiers.
Get a smock. The smallest smock you got.
Put it in the fridge in the break room until
Monty
you're
Python
off.
The Meaning of Life on that, where you just pop out the baby. Oh, can somebody get that?
So, Bob, how are the drugs over by you?
Wow, I'm not really up on the drugs here. There has to be a little bit of everything. Certainly weed. That's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is that what the
even
kids are
consider
calling
that a
it?
drug
Weed now
anymore.
or wacky tobacco? What is it?
So like spiders, at any time in your life, you're within 20 feet of a joint.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably something like that, yeah. I'd say up in our
Yeah,
area,
I
we're
don't know.
somewhere at we're somewhere hovering around 12 feet.
As I say, I feel like I'm 3 feet.
You're about 1 foot. roughly about 1 foot.
Jesus.
Actually, let's see here.
Another ruler is out.
Incriminating.
About
You're
two.
about 1.5 penis lengths.
You're about two. You're about 2.5 feet away from it.
4 inches.
How did you know? You son of a bitch. Are you? Oh, wait. Never mind. Well, I know where I'm going when the world goes to shit.
Right?
Oh, my God.
At least you know I'll have medication for you.
Oh, my God. When the nukes hit, I'm coming here.
Yep.
If the internet ever goes out, who are you going to send dick pics to?
Yes.
He's literally just gonna draw them on a piece of paper and then just like hand them over his shoulder to me.
Like they did in ancient times.
Window. Yeah,
If there isn't like an apocalypse, is there going to be someone who like creates a service to like deliver dick pics and like
4chan. It's always 4chan.
It'll-
real life?
yeah.
It's always 4chan.
Yeah.
4chan is like Pirate Bay. It's going to be resilient. It's
Yeah.
like a
end of
cockroach.
the world, 4chan will find a way to make its network work so they can just continue being horribly racist on /B.
When people need it most.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
you know.
guys, end of the world, you have a little bit of a laugh.
Look how many
You never
fags
know when
died
you'll
from the
just be
nukes.
missing racism and nip slips and dick shit.
Dick shit.
Dick shit. Oh God, that's the worst.
Wow, that was in the club with you, Chris, right?
Dick shit.
Dick
Yeah,
shit.
dick shit. Why not? Dick shit.
I've never seen those pictures.
Yeah, no.
A seasoned bag of dick shit.
Oh my God. Should I try texting Kunal, see if he's available yet?
He
No, fuck him.
he's actually driving. He's gonna try.
Dick shit.
Yeah.
He texted me, said when he's a little farther north and has better reception, he'll let me know.
Nice.
Speaking of
Yeah,
dick shit.
so- What?
Speaking of dick shit.
What's that even supposed to mean?
This is what the show should have been since the beginning. Why did we talk about like news?
Why didn't we just have the Baffy crew on on every single episode?
Why didn't we just give them the episodes?
Why don't we just give them a hey guys, you should make a podcast.
What is this? This is the 110th one?
Yes.
And we were on like what, 4 of them? So
well,
yeah,
Mike has been on
percentage-wise,
3.
Yeah.
Bob is twice, and Adam, this is your 5th, I think.
Yeah, you're on the most.
Okay, so yeah, I think I know what.
So
I'm doing.
legally, we have ownership rights.
Yeah, right. I think so.
I guess.
The SML
End of an
podcast
era.
brought to you by IDARB.
Brought to you by Little
We're sending
Nicky
out
for the Game Boy.
your
Yeah, no, sponsored by Little Nicky for the Game Boy Color.
we're sending out your share of the revenue. Expect a bill.
Yeah.
How in debt are you?
We're not at liberty to say until the paperwork gets finished.
Yeah.
Let's just say that we, in the efforts to try and get that Fleshlight sponsorship, we all went out and bought several of them. But that's a business.
You got to know what you're pushing.
Yeah, hey,
I mean,
our
if we're
contest winners loved it.
If we're gonna endorse anything, we got to make sure that we know the ins and outs of it.
God damn it.
I hate myself.
I'm worried about the quality of this fleshlight. Like, you need to send another one.
It was only good for 3 uses. Did you use lube? What's that?
I thought I was supposed to bleed.
Spit works, right?
That's how I know I'm doing it right.
Blood is lube.
All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I gotta go.
No. There was a 50 Shades of Grey conversation this weekend that you're just reminding me way
God.
too much of.
I was going to say, if that's the line that we're drawing on this episode.
We have
Have a good night,
lot
folks.
that we can cover.
Is it like a book club that you're the conversation with?
A book club.
50 Shades of Grey this week.
Yeah.
My book
Oh, my
club.
God. Well, what was it? One of the early episodes we talked about Abraham Lincoln, fuck Lord of the Moon.
Fuck Lord of the Moon.
What?
It's the
I was
best.
not a part of that one.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
that must
real
have been
book.
One of the 4 or 5 ones that I wasn't on.
It's a real book.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's a real book.
Go to Amazon.
Sounds like the best book ever.
Yeah.
and just search fuck Lord
Have
of
we
the
talked
Moon.
about Taken by the T-Rex yet?
No.
No.
No. Oh my God. There's this lady who writes books that are like straight to Amazon books, and
the dinosaur romance novels.
yeah, the
right?
dinosaur
Yeah.
romance. Taken by the T-Rex, pounded by the pterodactyl.
Those things look amazing. And then there's another one that I saw the other day that Kris over here sent around, which was the But You're a Horse romance novel.
So, and this is exactly why I feel like I really could just start writing just random smut and making money off of it.
You
You
absolutely
Amazon.
can.
Yeah.
I don't even have to be particularly good at it. I just need to find a niche.
Yeah.
The funny thing
Niche,
is, I
niche,
actually
nice.
saw a picture of one of the books that was on display, like readily available at a Walmart, and it was the most ridiculous thing I had ever read in my entire life. It was something about, I believe it was 2 gay guys in a jail cell or something like that were like going at it or something. It was seriously one of the most ridiculous things I ever read in my entire life. But it's like readily
someone
available.
Put up an Instagram of some of the worst cover art ever, and one of them was I'm a ghost and I'm gay. And it was just 2
We
guys
know,
hugging, but the
Pappy.
one guy was like blue and see-through.
Wow.
Oh my!
Molested by
goodness.
the Minotaur was one of the books, I think.
That sounds awful.
There's a girl on YouTube who just half of her videos are just her reading them aloud and like kind of judging them.
That's
but-
a long way from when I was a kid reading Stardog, like the dog from space.
If you want to see something pretty funny on YouTube, I saw a video, it was like a year ago, but this guy who's like a really talented voice mimic, he read 50 Shades of Grey, just, like a couple of pages, but he did it in 50 different voices.
Oh, my
Nice.
God.
Edward Godfrey and Donald Duck. And
So,
God, I want to see that or
yeah,
hear
it's
that.
actually pretty damn funny. It's the only time I'll ever listen to 50 Shades of Grey being read out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you only read it usually.
So are you guys ready to hear a book description?
All right.
Yeah.
Joe, before you do that, I'm going to one last tradition that I haven't done in a while is I'm going to go walk away and take a dump in the middle of the podcast.
But you're not going to hear
I'm gonna
this.
cry. This is the last time.
You're not going to hear this, Pappy.
All right. I'm going to listen, Joe, and then I'm going to walk away.
Okay. Abraham Lincoln, Fuck Lord of the Moon, Presidential Fuck Machine, Book 3. So there's a saga.
God, how can they get to book 3 and I can't?
Publication March 4th, 2013. At long last, Abraham Lincoln is ready to face his greatest enemy, Emperor Komai of Japan. After years of ninja training, will America's greatest president, who also happens to be Earth's greatest master of the sexual arts, be able to defeat his nemesis and claim the moon as his own? Find out in the thrilling conclusion of the presidential fuck saga. $2.99 for Kindle.
$2.99 for Kindle.
Print length,
And
19
how
pages.
many purchases do you think they've got?
I don't know.
After this show, the same amount.
There's 2 reviews, and the one says companion piece to the Bill O'Reilly Lincoln book. This book is a follow-up to O'Reilly's Lincoln book and is a much more accurate telling of the story of the 16th president. Tells the story of the lesser-known side of the Lincoln saga. So
This is
yeah,
the kind of history I wish was real.
Abraham Lincoln, fuck Lord.
Well, you never know. I mean, you go back and you read, like, what is it, James Joyce's diary, and he's talking about, I don't think it's James Joyce, but, well, I think it was James Joyce also, but I'm not thinking.
Where are you going with this, Adam?
There's some
You're
historical
talking about reading
figure,
people's diaries?
some historical figure who, like, wrote to his cousin and, like, I love your farty bottom, and I'd love to lick between your, sweet cheeks and stuff. And it's just disgusting. And it's, God, who is it?
By somebody's diary, are we
Check
talking
your
about?
bookshelf, Adam.
Yeah, exactly. It's somebody's diary.
Those were the Snapchats that you were sending me last week.
Dave Foley. It's fucking brilliant. Maybe it is James Joyce.
Oh my god,
That's what I recognized them from. You Snapchatted me those last week.
Yeah. Along with a couple extra pictures for you.
Yeah.
Hope you liked those, baby.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
Maybe
Mike,
we'll James Joyce.
why aren't you writing Bigfoot erotica on Amazon? You could definitely crank that. Well, I shouldn't use the word crank that out. But you could definitely write plenty of
Just
books
you
on that
saying
subject.
that allowed me to crank one out. I would love to
I
write
saw it. It was
Bigfoot
terrifying.
erotica is like the best possible thing that could ever happen. I've already got a Bigfoot fetish, so that's one thing. But and I can write. Bob, I think you're onto something. This is my retirement plan.
Let's make a
Bigfoot
promise
is
that
iceberg.
we'll all write this book in honor of this podcast. You could put anything on Kindle, can't you? Price it
Yeah.
$1 or something.
Hey,
Okay,
if you
guys,
could
that's what
put
we're gonna do.
Fuck Lord of the
Let's
Moon.
do this.
All right.
So, Fuck Lord of the Moon inspired us. So we're going to create a Google Doc that we all can contribute to. And we're going to do some Bigfoot erotica that we'll publish on Amazon.
Oh fuck yes!
I'm in.
Probably a really good idea.
Let's do that. That is I've written screenplays like this, and it takes all of 6 days to get through it, and then you're done. Like Day of the Iceberg was that way. Bigfoot Isle, Beasts of Paradise, all that stuff. We could do that with this. This would be awesome.
Does it
All right, I'm just gonna.
I'm totally down to do this too.
We should do it, but I don't want to.
Yes. Okay. Here's how we do it.
What am I doing?
All right, Bob. I don't mean to interrupt, but really
Pappy's
quick.
involved.
What we really do is
Pappy
just
has
get
to start
a little
it.
outline. Yeah, that sounds good. We get an outline. We just highlights. Here's what happens. Here's the arc, and then we all just go all different directions and fill out the story, and then smooth it out afterwards. Make all the dots connect.
Oh my
I so
God.
want to do this.
Yeah, this is gonna be amazing. It always works. It's better than Mad Lib because we're not even paying attention to what everybody else is writing.
Yeah.
So the best part is when you try to make it all work. The best stuff comes out.
All right, I've got an idea here because I just I took one for the team and I put in my Google search history, Bigfoot erotica, and there's a series on Amazon called "Come for Bigfoot."
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh,
So here's my, I know, but here's my suggestion. We write this Bigfoot erotica, but we pretend like we're guys who are interested in introducing men to the world of erotica. So the only way we could do that is to write like a manly Bigfoot erotica book.
Is it going to be a female Bigfoot then?
No.
No, you have to write it as
to women.
Right. You write it to
the protagonist is like a badass Bigfoot.
No. Here's the thing.
Manly
Romance novels are always written for women by women. So we need to make the male equivalent of a romance novel that's erotica
for men.
For men.
Exactly.
For men. So this is like, that's our big statement we put on Amazon, is like, this is Bigfoot erotica for men.
For men by men.
So, okay.
For men by men.
How long is your mic cable? Can we get
for?
Jordan in on this conversation?
Men by 6 men.
She's a writer.
She has a female perspective. So, like, we're going to need to hear her responses to this. Will your mic reach?
Will my mic reach to her?
Yeah, it should. That looks like a long
My
cable.
earphones or here, hold on. Grab a pair of headphones. Grab it.
All right, so
Hold on. Listen, we've done this for
Bringing
2
in the
years, and I never technically brought you in on the podcast.
No, we've heard you in the background talking with Ashley.
So you're gonna have to deal with it finally.
while you're setting up, Kunal does apologize. His Skype isn't working at all because
fuck
South
you,
Jersey
Kunal.
is crap. Well, he's
Always an
driving.
excuse with him.
And the funny thing is, he wanted to come on to talk to Mike about like advice on getting a game on Xbox.
But missed his opportunity.
Make your game.
Number one advice: show up.
Just be in the room when you're getting ready to talk about it.
Well, in his defense, he works like 175 hours a week. So he was trying to Skype in while going from job to job.
Jesus.
Okay, so Jordan has taken his seat.
Okay.
And Jordan, how about you say hi to everyone first?
Hi.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi.
Hello.
So as a woman's perspective, what would you be more interested in hearing? A man getting intimate with a female Bigfoot, or a woman getting intimate with a male Bigfoot?
Well.
Closer.
Oh, okay.
You gotta be like right on top of it.
Well, Kris, I think I told you about this before. There was a Cracked article. There was a series of erotica novels. It was chicks with dinosaurs. So the male Bigfoot
we were
thing.
just talking about it.
Yeah.
Male
That's how we
Bigfoot
got into
thing,
this.
I think the other way around would be way more interesting.
A female Bigfoot?
Yeah.
So our story
'Cause
has
there's
to
always
be
hot chicks.
yeah. So we're looking a man's perspective of a romance novel aimed
Well, first of
to
all,
women.
we have to find a reason for men to be attracted to basically the most unshaven woman on the face of the
because
earth.
she's fucking gorgeous and
Yeah,
big titties.
But how do you know?
Big titties.
You just say it.
Her hair
That's
is
the
cut
beautiful
away
thing about writing.
around
She's
her
so
hair boobs.
Vivid description.
It's just like
We have to find someone to do
you
illustrations.
have to find someone to illustrate like
We-
all the hair is
I already
like
know
cousin
someone-
it, but then like you just cut around the boobs and the veg.
Yeah. It's just a Bigfoot
It's just
person
shaved in certain spots.
with unshaved female breasts and vagina. I know we could get John Peters to do
Oh,
this.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
interesting. Let's see.
This is the man who
I love the advice for the artist. Like, everyone needs to fall in love with his Bigfoot.
And I felt her areola. I felt her areola puckering through the hair of her chest.
As only a Bigfoot's areola can pucker.
All right, so apparently I'm starting this one off.
You're going out strong with that line.
well, that's got to be
Like,
somewhere
Amazon
in
always
the
lets you
middle.
read the first sentence.
Boom, done.
Like we need
Basically.
we need exposition before we get to the romance. Like there needs to be a story behind it. It can't be a man thing where we jump right
like
into
we're-
the sex.
I feel like we're
no, the
I feel
guys
like we're
are
pulling
hunting
a
for
tusk.
Bigfoot, and they get more than they expected.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like we're
When
pulling a
quest to find
tusk.
Bigfoot, they find more than they ever dreamed.
And just in case anyone's not on board with this, I just found this article headline on Boing Boing. It says author makes $30K a month selling self-published Bigfoot erotica.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
$30,000 a month.
You only have to price it for $2, and people will buy it. Some will buy it out of curiosity, and again, you find your niche. One of our Joe and I's mutual friend, and Kris, we know this girl Christy, and she actually does some reading and editing for people who publish erotica online. And she's always telling me, she's like, these
She's
people
been on the
live
show
off.
too. She was the hockey fan.
Yeah, so people fucking do it, and you just like one person writes just vampire erotica, one person writes just male werewolves, and it fucking sells enough to justify your work.
Hearing that just makes me really question my life choices.
I
Really,
know,
I mean,
right?
this is like, I was born to do this sort of stuff. This is what I want to do.
Well, that's
like,
what I'm
this
joking.
game stuff is just like
I'm
a hobby.
I've always wanted to be like, I've always wanted to be published. I've always wanted to be an author, but I'm at the age now where I don't get. It's not selling out. It's holy shit. I'm living
It's
off
buying in.
Listen,
Yeah,
that's how I feel about playing in like stupid bar cover bands, because this past weekend, even though I saw a lot of cocaine, I walked out of there with about $420 cash in hand after one day's work.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
blowjobs.
Not bad.
And if I have to write about someone finding the clit in 3 feet of Bigfoot hair, then
Matted,
if
dirty,
someone's going to pay
muddy.
for it.
Bigfoot.
Well, no,
Okay,
because
it
obviously you're
can't
going to
be
see
an
Bigfoot
exposed
rising
vagina.
seductively out of a.
No,
out
you
of a
have to
creek,
still like.
It has to be a hairy vagina. Like the body down there is bare like a human, but there's still a massive bush because it's big.
Mistaken as a tail.
Well, at least I'll know when Joe starts writing
Sometimes.
his portion. Massive
God.
bush will be used 17 times.
So
She's gotta also have like
That's
like
precisely
a Klingon-style
when
bag,
when
like,
you go to
what
say
do they call
something,
that? A vaginal
you take
crest?
the microphone.
Yeah, something like that.
You need to be like
Sagittal
right on
crest.
top of it, or it doesn't work.
What did she say?
I think she
Vaginal
said
crest.
something about a
There's
landing
just a
strip.
sternum-like bone down there.
Like
Okay. Now the biggest thing is if this turns into a series, is it going to be solely Bigfoot related, or is it going to be like mythical creatures? Like we could get Loch Ness monster,
You're getting too far ahead, but you're absolutely right. Like,
Yetis,
not-
you-
Chupacabra.
We just take from monster hunters, and it's monster fuckers.
Yeah, it's like
you
you
start off as
Leonard
Bigfoot
Nimoy.
because you got to have your focus, right?
Yeah.
You really start with your focus. You get like, because if you try to go wide with this too early, not everybody's going to jump in, but you do the Bigfoot thing, you get your focus, and then it's a mind-blowing event when you're like, now it's part of the cryptozoology,
Monster lovers. There we go.
monster eroticism.
Monster lovers.
And then like now you can do new things, right? Like, J.K. Rowling can write any book and sell like 10 million copies now because she did Harry Potter.
Yeah.
This is our Harry Potter.
Yep.
This is
Very
Harry Potter.
Now, are we going to list all of us as authors, or are we going with a pseudonym? Because if we go with a pseudonym, I used to throw a series of parties called, I know it's not as PC as it used to be, but it used to be called Fagfest, a takeoff of Magfest, and I still credit Shay O'Reilly with the name because I said I wanted to throw a New Year's party, and he said I'm totally down for a Fagfest at Joe Cam's. And one of our friends celebrated his 18th birthday at one of our parties, and we got him a happy birthday cake to Franklin Allen Green. F-A-G.
Franklin Allen Green.
And in
Yes.
case we had it stand for friends and gamers, so it wasn't like it was only 90% offensive, but not that.
Or is the
It
English
wasn't the
style
full
that everyone
100.
was smoking?
Yeah.
Well, one of our
Delightful
friends
bundle
came
of
out
sticks.
to us, and I said, I feel bad for having that be the name of the parties, and he said he'd be pissed if we changed the name.
Yeah. I feel like
Well, I think
feel like the
intention
same thing
counts
that
for a lot.
our gay friend would probably say the same thing actually.
Because they know that we don't mean
Devin.
it as anything offensive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
just
Good
assholes.
intention counts for a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, at least we're
What?
honest.
I said I called Devin a
So
fag.
I
I think you do a
I think
single
oh,
person.
yeah.
I think we do we
He'd be
kind of
fine.
all of us write it, but it's a single
one person.
persona.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the charge.
And then
like
when you
Ultron
when you go to the
of
book
animal
signings, it's just
porn.
all of us.
And we all
like
just
one
sign
giant
it,
shirt.
fag.
No, that's the thing. We can all cover the entire country with minimal costs.
Oh my God. We can all do
the same
separate
night around the
signings.
country.
Yeah.
We get someone to take all of our faces and morph it into one horrible combination face.
Oh, like every couple does before they have a kid. Like, look at our face and do this little thing. Like, we get all of us in there.
Yeah, we'll get it merged and see what we all look like as a
Are
person.
we kidding? That's going to be the Bigfoot.
It's like Conan O'Brien if they mated, but they take 6 of us.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal just on principle. If you can't do cloning, just I think mixing 6 people's faces.
I think we can make money. Honestly, you just start with, everybody should just watch tonight like Harry and the Hendersons. Just start there.
No, that's what you know what you
say
do.
watch.
It's a Harry and the
mean
Hendersons
for the next
fanfic. So now you're getting even more niched, and you're adding in like the like incest of the rest of the family and make it really
God.
fucked up.
Jesus.
Harriet
There's
and the
tension in that film that I
Fuckersons.
could never identify, and I think
that's what it
you just
is.
kind of figured it out.
That's what it is.
I draw the line at writing that.
It's like the house is destroyed the next morning. You're like, what the hell
You're a
happened
terrible
here?
person.
They just cut to it.
I know I am.
There's just hair and cum everywhere. But yeah,
Save it for the page, man. Save it for the page.
Mike and Adam will handle
Give me two
California
months away.
signings. Pappy will do Vegas signings. Chris and I can handle like New York, Philly, Pittsburgh. Bob, where do you live? Where are you located?
I'm close to Detroit, so I know there's a big Bigfoot erotica
yeah.
market
Yeah.
here.
There you go.
You might.
Yeah, sure.
You
There's
could,
long winter months.
Yep.
you can meet the people who were really interested in this novel.
I'm pretty sure Kevin will just show up and be like, Bob, what are you doing here? I'm not here for this.
Shit.
You do that signed?
Yeah. Oh, I just picked this up off the shelf. Oh, this isn't what I wanted.
I heard there was an author signing today, and I wanted to know what the book was about.
Yeah.
I was just passing by. I was in the area.
Well, when a man and a Bigfoot fall in love,
Wait, are you going extra level and you're going like male on male Bigfoot?
no, because it's going to be a female Bigfoot.
Okay, all right.
I think the reaction that you got on your side over there says we shouldn't do that.
Man on man
I can hear
Bigfoot.
chills.
I don't really feel like I need to start writing twink porn right off the bat.
You work your way
Or in
into
this
it.
case, I guess bear porn.
Yeah.
Close enough.
So, how was GDC?
Anyways, GC.
What's all this news about IDARB hitting Windows 10?
So about that Windows 10. God, wait, do you do sea creatures too?
Actually,
Bigfoot
the problem
team
with the sea
in
creatures is
IDARB.
making it female, because our friend John has actually drawn a phenomenal piece of art called Cthulhu,
Yes.
where he replaced every single tentacle on Cthulhu
With Cox,
with cocks.
surprisingly.
I actually found this morning I was
Doing God's work.
I was informed about a business that actually you can pay a website. They have a slew of illustrators that you can send them your enemy's logo, and they will make it into a penis.
Nice.
So the best one that I saw was the Denver Broncos logo.
Oh, my.
Like it literally just looks like one giant wang.
Oh, my God.
I have to try and see if I can find this. Where the fuck is my phone?
I'm
No,
going to have
it's
to
on
look.
this is just another feather in the cap of like, how are these people making so much more money than I am?
Dude, and the funny thing
Off of
is
skills that I had when I was in like kindergarten.
it's $50 to get one. Like they're expensive.
insane.
And I've already found the fucking thing.
Did you find it?
And this is like, these are.
Oh my god, the
Oh,
Broncos one is amazing.
Right? Doesn't
they
it
would
look
call
so
it
good?
a career. That's what they would call it.
Yeah, the Pepsi one that just says penis instead.
Yeah.
The Facebook one, it's got the thumbs up coming down.
Yeah,
but
that's the- yeah.
the hand is a ball sack and the thumb is a penis.
I love the veininess of the Bronco
Yeah,
dick.
it's good. Well, see, the
The
thing was is
Comcast, they made the Comcast look like a penis and then just drew balls under the AST.
I came across this morning, and I woke up. I go to Jordan because Jordan, I don't like this is another famous thing that you like to do. Why don't you know what? She's sitting right here. Why don't you tell them what you like to do in your spare time?
Last year, when I used to get stoned all the time and draw penises in coloring books.
Oh, I remember that.
So I saw this morning, and I go to her, and I'm like, I found your perfect job. This is what you were called for.
They're like volumes.
I bought
volumes of penises.
There's a lot. There's seriously a lot of these things. We have a drawer full of
You
them.
got to upload those.
I was gonna say like a bookshelf.
And then
I
they
went to,
start developing faces.
Yes, yeah, they started turning into monsters. They're great. They're really, really good. I'm gonna have to. You know what? We should upload those sometime, like soon.
Yeah.
We'll do.
I
We'll
went
do that
to
soon.
Scan
Dr.
them all. I'll
Comics.
host them, and I'll link to them in this
On Joe
episode.
Camet.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well,
I
JoeCam.com
went to
used
a-
to be a male porn site. So
Did it really?
seriously.
So anyhow, Dr. Comics.
Yeah, so I went to Dr. Comics and Mr. Games not that long ago, and I was going through the local made comic books, and I found Dick Dog and Friends, a coloring book, and it's all these dogs that are made out of dicks, and all kinds of other weird shit, like a dog that was made out of a vulva, and
That person probably makes $30,000 a month.
So I
Yeah.
bought that book and I brought it to work and I gave it to my coworkers and no one's
And you were
colored in it
promptly
yet.
fired.
See, the magic thing you just said there is you bought the book.
I did buy the book.
Yep.
You don't buy anything else. You bought that book.
Yep. I did not buy a single other thing while I was there. I spent $15 on a coloring book of dick dogs.
Our Bigfoot erotica is going to be huge.
Yep.
The reason no one's colored in it is because the dick's already there.
Yeah.
You know, that's,
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. It's funny to look at, but yeah, when you take a regular coloring book, you're defiling it with dicks. Yours came
I
pre-defiled.
found the page of all the
Predefiled,
NFL
so it
logos.
took the work away, so that you can just enjoy it. Without having to deal with it.
Predefined, by the way. It's the best word I've
Oh my
heard in a long time.
god.
Those are so good.
The fucking Colts logo as dicks is amazing.
It's just a double-sided dildo in the shape of a horseshoe.
With balls at the bottom.
So good.
Jesus.
Oh my god!
I'm
Oh,
sad
did you
there's no
find them all?
Steelers one.
Oh, that's not. I thought we ripped them all out. Yeah, we ripped them all out. We have there's a
my God.
collection.
Do you have a
wow.
scanner?
Look at that
Scan
one.
that
The
shit.
Dallas
up.
Cowboy one is crazy.
Oh, the Redskins. Oh my god.
Yeah, see, they're all ripped out. See, here you go.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that one looks like a
Fucking
trick.
faces.
Yeah.
NFL logos as dicks. Oh my god.
They're
NFL
so
logos
good.
are great.
Like they're fantastic.
Do you guys have a
Patriots
scanner?
I
Oh
think
my
so,
god,
yeah.
the Jaguars
Or
one. They just
you need
drew
to scan them and
dick
get them
for
to
a
me.
nose.
I will host them online for you. Or
There's
if you
a
want,
Steelers
I have
one,
a scanner
Joe.
at home.
Joe.
Oh, we want
I
to
found the
frame
Steelers
these.
one.
You found a
Just
Steelers
go-
one? Oh shit.
Go to it's.
I'm done looking at 'em.
You done?
Susie-
You done?
It's
Right, my Phil.
Joe. It's kissing Susie Colbert.
Full of dicks.
It's every NFL logo is a dick. Every single one.
Yeah, the one I'm on, it just has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6
no,
of
this is
them.
every single one. The Cowboy star is just 5 penises. I mean, this is what someone watched. Fuck, what's that movie where the kid's like, I can't stop drawing dicks. I just draw
Superbad.
dicks. Yeah, Superbad. Someone watched that and was like, that's a genius idea. And everyone just did that.
How do I monetize that? They said.
You know what would be great is if this Bigfoot erotica was a graphic novel,
Okay.
like a comic book.
Oh man,
Again,
Oh my
we know
God.
this
a
gets
guy.
expensive.
Yeah,
We know a
I
guy.
fucking
Oh,
love the
somebody's-
robot one.
it could be really bad comic
I
book.
feel bad
Like-
that we can't
like
show these to the other
XKCD,
guy.
but with people fucking Bigfoots.
Just I could do
So
that.
good. They're
Shit.
so good, dude. Wait, hold on. Grab this. Hold on. Show him the one that I bought for you.
Yeah, see? And this is what happens when they get carried away. Yeah, show them this on the podcast. Let them see.
Everybody, look right now. Look.
Look at that.
No,
Hold
dude,
on.
Look at, oh my god, it's beautiful.
it's so important.
So huge.
Look, they're big ones.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
They're like poster sized.
So I do have a legit question before I completely forget. How is the whole IDARB cross-platform thing? Like, were you guys planning that way ahead of time, or was that something they came to you with?
They announced crossplay, and we Fable, I think it was, like in some like announcement they did online, and they come to us and they told us they have crossplay and they were going to be announcing it, blah blah blah, and they gave us the libraries, and so we just started poking at it, and it was amazing because it gave us all the functionality that they're saying that Xbox Live would have. It gives you on Windows 10, so we just plugged it all in, got IDARB, put it over to PC properly, and it was amazing to actually see the two connect, and so that opens up like millions of new users to the IDARB experience, which we get to indoctrinate more and more people that way.
I kind of hope this comes to a lot of games too, because I'm sure we all do still have those friends who would much rather be on PC.
Yeah,
And this way we could at least still game with them.
Yeah.
I don't think people like took it. I mean, I think people love it and they heard about it and they thought it was a great idea, but like I don't think people really understand how awesome it really is, because now like sometimes you get frustrated when you try to get online. You're like, oh, nobody's really playing right now, or I don't have somebody close to me, so the latency's kind of whatever. Now there's just no excuse. Like there could be somebody on PC nearby. There's just 10 times the amount of people, if not more than that, actually.
Yeah, and I think
100 times the amount.
For games like yours, and I think FPSs, I think that's a genius idea.
And you can also do things where you can
FPSs.
like, hit PC
FPSs,
versus
I have
console.
to disagree because
Because
you're
mouse
gonna
and
get
keyboard
you're
is-
going to get demolished.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the thing is,
I
even-
don't care
even
about
so.
winning. I want to play with friends. And if they want to be it on a PC, then by all means.
And there's interesting design things you can do. You could actually say somebody with a mouse and keyboard plays a certain kind of role and somebody on console plays another kind of role. And so games like Team Fortress and stuff like that could actually have skills based off of the controller and input into the platform you're playing on.
True.
So now, like on console, I've got I control the tank. I've got dual analogs. I've got whatever, and like that's only for console players. And then like the sharpshooters can be console.
Wow, I'm really proud of us. We've gone almost 2 minutes without mentioning dicks.
Dick.
You have to. You
Now
have
you
to
can see more dicks in IDARB.
You
thanks
have to. You
PC.
have to add.
Yeah.
You have to
those
try and average
PC
out the
dicks are gonna be
DPM.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, the DPM. Fucking DPM.
You have to make sure to maintain a well-oiled DPM.
All right, for one solid minute, let's just all repeatedly say dick.
All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm just checking Twitter while you guys do this.
Penis. Dick. Penis.
So there's this guy, Least I Could Do. I don't know if any of you guys read that webcomic.
Cock.
Which one?
Least I Could Do. Well, he's a Canadian dude. And he's in Vegas right now, and some good tweets. Every time I look up, I keep expecting a horde of Dothraki to ride towards me.
God.
Nature, you know that desert that can't support life? We're building a city in it, and fuck you very much.
Dick.
Dick.
So have you heard any kind of numbers on how well IDARB has been doing, especially now that it is in its second month of being a freebie?
Yeah, so we hit saturation probably a couple weeks in, but we're nearing the 2 million mark.
Oh shit!
And the daily usage is crazy. So there's at least on average, I think at now we're still at around 100 to 150,000 unique plays a day.
Damn.
Always getting around 2 to 3 million minutes a day of play.
God,
so
that
people
is
are
awesome.
playing it. They keep playing it, and I think we've been getting a lot of new users still, but just at a slower rate. But like day on day, still holding pretty strong compared to other games. And it was free, so that's obviously going to help.
Still,
But
and I see your, you'll retweet people's little challenges and games and stuff like that. So it looks like you're getting a pretty hardcore core user group.
we are, and people are figuring out all kinds of crazy things. Like somebody figured out a 110-point shot, I think. And
Oh my god! I saw someone do
stuff.
a
And they're
50.
posting. Yeah, and they're posting the YouTube tutorials and stuff. And there's like leagues and all stuff. So now we just got to get off our ass and get the update out the door so that it gets some stability things taken care of, and also adds a few new features, because people also broke the game or figured out how to break the game. They created a new move that was super controversial, which is fart dashing, they call it.
Oh god!
And it's when you build up pressure and you fart and thrust at the same time, and then you can move around the map super fast. And so it's pissing off new players. So we had to have a kind of what do you call that when you have,
nerfed
like,
fart
the town hall
dashing?
meeting? We nerfed we nerfed fart dashing, but we had to have a town hall meeting of sorts. We're getting ready to have a big one with everybody online to discuss the merits of fart dashing and when and what default should be, blah, blah, blah. So it's a pretty serious thing.
Could you do a separate
Yeah.
game mode that's like hardcore game mode that allows fart dashing, and then casual game mode that doesn't?
Yes. So that's kind of where we stand right now. We're going to have the kind of plain mode, which I think takes care and balances everything out. Then you have like pro mode, which you can turn on off fart dashing, but it's on by default or whatever. And you can also have your custom build it any way you want kind of thing.
Nice.
And then then we'll have just some other different kinds of modes that come in there, but those would be the two primary. So the hardcore people tend to want fart dashing. And it's like Street Fighter community. In fact, there was a forum where like these guys reached out to some. I don't follow this very much. We reached out to some guy who's been through all this before in Street Fighter's world, and he came as a guest to the forum, going like, "Oh, this is adorable seeing you guys fight over stuff like this when we solved all this stuff years ago." And so he came in as the master to kind of guide the way for all of us to figure out how we should deal with fart dashing, which was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
So, thanks to Twitter, someone posted even more ridiculous erotic short stories.
Oh, God. We're going back to this.
On Amazon, someone wrote, "Conquered by Clippy." And then customers who viewed this also viewed "Taken by the Tetris Blocks."
Jesus Christ.
Are you kidding me?
So thank you, Inverse Phase, for tweeting that and me seeing it during this wonderful
God damn
podcast.
it, Brendan. You son of a...
Why am I not surprised that it's from him? I'm really not surprised that it's...
By the way, he's been on our show before, too.
Yes.
Yeah, and again, people pay for this. So, yeah, Bigfoot Erotica.
People pay
in
their
early
bills
2016.
by writing these words down.
Dude, we're going to make bank off of Monster Fucker.
After like 10 months.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm
That's-
buying a house.
how
thanks to my
amazing would
Bigfoot
that be?
erotica.
Yeah.
If I'm just making so much bank, the Air Force is like, "Hey, yeah, we're going to offer you to separate because you no longer need this." Apparently, supposedly they offer that if you win the lottery. If you win a certain amount of money, they'll actually say, "Hey, if you want to get out, that's cool because you no longer have a vested interest in working here."
Yep.
I wonder if I
God.
become a six-figure dirty porn writer for Amazon.
When you're given
my
that
Lord.
tour of your mansion, you're like, this is the house that Bigfoot built.
Yeah.
With his
I would have to
semen.
get a custom-made plaster cast of Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's not his feet.
Can you imagine 6-figure split among all 6 of us? I mean, we'd still be making 1 figure, right?
Yeah.
Yes, way to math. Joe,
Sounds right.
yeah, you're right, Joe, and I will happily take care of the finances for you.
Awesome. Awesome. I got $7.
I'm just trying to verify
Yeah.
the calculator here.
$30,000 a month writing
Yeah.
Bigfoot smut.
That'd
I really
be
need to get around to
Hey,
starting work on Dicky Panic.
Seriously, I mean, this just the house that Dick built.
Mm-hmm.
the house that Dick built.
I mean,
30,000.
instead of doing this podcast with you guys once a month, I'm going to have a couple extra hours to make video games about floppy penises.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, really, there haven't been many good video games about floppy penises.
I know there really hasn't.
When
you know?
when the classic Custer's Last Stand is still like the highlight of
Yep.
penis games, I feel like we've really left this market wide open.
Mm-hmm.
It's a genre that's been woefully left behind.
Yeah.
Wait.
Just waiting for somebody
wait.
to thrust
Let's-
into it with a
Let's
new idea.
bridge the gap. Let's make a Sasquatch erotica pick your own adventure.
Video game.
Or
Video
let's
game.
just
We'll
first
get
we should
Telltale
skip even
involved.
that. Let's just go straight
It's a
to
Telltale
games.
game.
Yeah.
All right, so I write the book, you guys make the tie-in game.
Yeah. We write the interactive fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the advent of virtual reality.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
I will say this. Did you
Cockulus
watch
ripped.
Cockulus ripped? Did you watch the YouTube video that's in like 360 view mode when you use it on your smartphone? You actually move your phone and it changes the video depending on where you're looking.
Huh.
It's
Whoa.
fucking insane, man. It's really, really cool.
That is neat.
There was a game that like Frank Cifaldi and Matthew Kumar invented at GDC that was pretty cool. They took, because you could do FaceTime, right? So they took FaceTime, they put it in like one of those Oculus or the virtual reality cardboard things. They just put that there, so they're looking at their FaceTime, and then they basically taped on the front, and you had to navigate the world through FaceTime, which was really hard to do. It was actually really cool
I want
because
that.
you're always like steering to the left because it's not quite lined up right. And you don't know how to reach and grab things. You look like Octodad in the real world.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Which Octodad is
It
coming
said
to the
it
Xbox
features.
One.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
That's right. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when are we getting Woe Dave on Xbox One?
I think we have somebody who can probably try that.
I'm still working on ports of that. It never ends.
Because if you guys didn't hear,
because I'm slow. Well, actually, part of the reason might be because I don't know if I told you guys about this. Because
big news.
Yeah. Nice little drum roll. That's good. Choice Provisions, where I work, is publishing both Dragon Fantasy and Dragon Fantasy 2 for 3DS, Wii U, and Steam.
Well, we knew about the
I've been working on
3DS
that
one.
a little bit.
Yeah, we knew about the 3DS one.
That's what the
Steam account.
Dragon Fantasy bass fishing is supposed to be in.
Yeah, I've been working
Yeah, I
on
like how everybody's sitting there going, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Bass fishing?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Don't worry. There will be something bass related. I promise you that.
Something bass related.
But book 1 should be out by I'm hoping to have it out on Steam by April Fool's Day, which is my dad's birthday.
Congrats.
And
Appropriate.
yeah,
Super
right. I'm gonna have to release it a day or two before April Fool's Day because that's the worst possible news day in the world.
Yeah,
but
it is.
I don't understand. All
I
my
don't
best
get it.
news comes on that day.
Yeah.
it's Half-Life 3 on that day.
Something.
Well, good. That's 2 Dragon games I can play on Steam in April.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And we had a guest on 2 weeks ago who just released his. Well, it's in beta, but he released a game that he made himself over the last 5 years.
Dragon, a game about a dragon.
That's the name of the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dragon, a game about a dragon.
That's amazing.
It's actually pretty cool, and it's the animation style is really neat. It looks almost like hand drawn crayon.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. God, when we did Dragon Fantasy, we wanted to subtitle it "The Tale of the Fantastical Dragon." We should have. That would have been good.
Well, you could always.
But there was no dragon in it, so
bundle the 2 games together and release it on the Xbox One under that title.
there you go.
Because
One with dragon, one with not.
I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but I'm not on good terms with Sony right now because my PS4 almost caught my house on fire.
That is crazy. I've never heard anything like that.
Yeah, you have the worst fucking luck with Sony stuff, man.
And the fact that they refused
insane.
to honor my extended warranty, despite the fact that my house filled up with smoke and smelled like burning plastic for an entire day, pretty pissed about that.
Don't they know you're friends with the Mika, name dropped by Tim Schafer at GDC?
Oh God, don't use me.
Fuck, I should get John Drake involved in this.
Right.
He's been on this show, and he works with Sony now.
It's true.
You know enough people that you honestly could start a shitstorm if you wanted to.
Well, the story is up on Bleeding Cool.
Yeah, and it's actually been getting a lot of shares. I don't know if you noticed because I put it up on Facebook. I've had at least 6 or 7 people share it from mine.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I saw it show up quite a bit. So, and then of course Brandon Strader's like, "Oh, you're lying about it. How do we know you're not lying? You're just making all this up." Because my house was fucking filled with smoke and smelled like burning plastic to the point where Ashley woke up freaking out that our house was on fire.
I feel that when you make a statement like that and it gets
paused from Skype.
the fact check before you
Oh,
stuff
there,
like that up.
Pappy,
Yeah.
you're going to have to start that over. Skype just dropped for a few seconds.
All right, am I back?
Yeah, that's why I said you're going to have to
you.
start
All
that over.
All right. Well, no, when you get something posted on a site like that, you kind of have to assume that they fact check to a certain extent. Like, why would you lie about that?
They even tried getting a comment from Sony, and they never replied.
Nope.
They could have done the right
Yeah,
thing, and done something to fix this bullshit, but they didn't. So now I want to rebuy Dragon Fantasy on Xbox One and Whoa Dave and support Mr. Groupon over there.
Whoa, Dave.
It's a Groupon.
I'll get you a Groupon for it.
Groupon for a new PS4.
But it makes you think, though, like for Sony not to really take it seriously, like how many people try to pretend then that their Sony platform burned down or burned their house down or whatever?
It seems like there's easier ways to scam a free PlayStation.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, just go to Detroit and buy a truckload of them.
Yeah. $14.
From Bob.
Yeah. Just the old-fashioned way. Robbery.
Bob Baffery.
Just Baffy
Baffy.
that. That's what they call
Yeah.
it when you get a free PlayStation.
F that shit.
I got Bafferied. I don't know. I just want to start calling you Zap Brannigan. I'm not really sure why.
God damn it.
God, no.
It's the velour.
Oh God, no.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
Because I'm drinking a glass of champagne.
Yeah.
You kind of have a Brannigan voice going on. You're pretty good at that, Adam.
I have my dreams.
You want to be
One
a
day
Billy
someday a
West
starship.
impersonator.
To
After
one
all
day
that
seduce a
Bigfoot
one-eyed
porn.
woman.
I've been mated with a woman.
Yeah.
Inform the men.
That's a really good Billy West. It really is.
Yeah.
Now do the Eminem voice.
Actually, he is a kind of one of my idols. So
I thought you were going to say a cousin.
he
is one of my cousins.
He is. No.
He's,
Although
the
Ed
godfather
Bagley
of my
Jr.
babies.
is one of my cousins.
Bagley Jr. is one of your cousins.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
One of my mom's cousins, but
What the fuck?
That's actually pretty cool.
That is
So-
pretty, I wonder, like, everybody's probably got, like, Hollywood royalty in their family one way or another. Like,
Yeah,
mine
somewhere.
is the De Laurentiis family, the
No.
guys who brought you Conan and Dune.
What? No, my family.
That's fantastic.
I have cool
Yeah.
cousins, but none of them will ever be like that well known.
Jordan, aren't
So-
you like related to like British royalty or something stupid like that? Yeah, Kate Middleton.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like the
Is she
response
single?
over.
Oh,
Ooh.
ooh.
Oh God. My uncle
Well, let me get one
is
of these
really good friends with Arnold
single-use monocles
Schwarzenegger.
and head on over.
I really got to get a box of those.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
You
gonna
have
keep
to
it in your
realize
wallet
when
till
you
your
say
wallet gets
something,
deformed.
Yeah.
I
just gonna have,
can't
like, a
hear.
monocle
I can
circle
barely
on
hear
your
what
wallet.
you're
Right
saying.
now, it's just a bunch of fucking fortune cookie imprints.
Just
in your
from
wallet?
my wallet. There's a
Just,
strip of where the fortune cookie things are.
The only problem I see is that somebody confuses their condoms with their monocles and has an oopsie during one of their dates.
So Jordan has another celebrity
Go ahead.
reference.
Go ahead, Jordan.
No, my dad used to work with Slash's cousin.
Slash's cousin.
Yeah.
Slash.
His name was like
Oh,
Tim
that's awesome.
something.
I thought she said Sasha's
Slash.
cousin.
No,
If you wanna-
Sasha Grey?
If you want to get to the weird thing, my grandmother, when they lived in Jersey back in the like 60s, she took the bus, and the bus driver was fuck me sideways.
No thanks.
I just brain farted.
Is that like one of those old school, like, blues
Yeah,
guys?
Yeah. Fuck me sideways.
Bruce Springsteen's
Sideways
dad.
fucking-
Bruce Springsteen's dad was a bus driver, and she said he would always sing on the bus, and he had a better voice than his son. So,
That's awesome.
if you want to talk about the degrees of Kevin Bacon there,
Anybody,
that's all I
anybody
got.
could sound better than
Bob Dylan can.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Bob Dylan cannot.
Hey, let's record that for the Bigfoot thing.
Bob Dylan hanging on his thumb. Dylan and Bruce Springsteen singing on his thumb.
Jesus Christ.
Remember, babe, remember when my parents were doing the Ancestry.com thing?
Yes, I do.
Because according to my dad, I'm Jesus' sixth cousin.
Nice.
Yeah, he went all the way back to like Jesus.
He's like, I traced this back to Adam and Eve. And
I don't
apparently I'm
think
related
it
to
goes that
Charlemagne.
far.
I'm pretty sure you can't.
I mean, the internet tells you can, but I don't know how accurate it is.
Adam Jacobson and Eve
You're related
Lawrence
to
from the
Jesus. Give me my
1800s.
$200 for researching that.
Well, that's like because Ancestry.com is owned and run by Mormons. The Mormon Church owns.
Oh, so their Jesus is like that space guy from like
Yeah,
years
You've
ago.
got to
So
tell
they
them.
they actually have a vested interest in putting religion in there one way or another.
So your grandpa was a
Space
slave owner,
Jesus.
and your third grandpa was Jesus.
Well, on my mom's side of the family, it's a bunch of slave owners in Kansas. On my dad's side, we have Abraham Lincoln. So,
Nice.
And apparently,
Fuck
I'm
Lord of
also
the Moon.
related. Apparently, I'm related to Richard Gere too. So that really upsets me.
To Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
I can happily say that there's no slave owners in my family. So Yeah.
I don't think I have any in my family, thank God.
Yeah, I think I'm slave owner free, at least back as far as anybody's looked.
I don't
Chris,
think
Maybe
my
everybody
family
was looked.
has
They're
any
like,
slave
all right, and then
owners.
one more generation.
But you know what? That's
slave
three of us
time.
saying that, and there's three others who are quiet right now.
Yeah.
Chris, I think
Yeah,
your family
I grew up in
aspires to be
Georgia.
slave owners.
I have racist grandparents.
I mean, I've definitely had
Yeah,
some
my-
racists in my family. But
My parents.
I mean, if you have grandparents, you have racists in your family.
Yeah.
No, I think Jordan's right. I think my parents actually aspire to be slave owners because they're just terrible people. My dad, for lack of a better way, for a mental image, just imagine Stone Cold Steve Austin with a flat top and slightly shorter.
Oh God.
Well, remember when?
Oh, yeah, that's like a good mental image.
yeah,
And he used to be a prison guard.
that's going
Check
into
from weird
Bigfoot
Yeah,
for
he
now.
used to be a
Kind of
prison
bothers
guard,
me.
retired. And remember that one time we were staying at your dad's house and he found out I was half Jew?
Yeah, I do. This is fucking ridiculous. Actually, you got to tell them. This is great.
Story
we
time.
were just
Yeah.
we were just drinking beers and like shooting darts in his basement. And I don't even know what prompted it, but your dad just started. I mean, he was obviously wasted by this point, and he's just like, Hitler had the right idea. And I had no idea what prompted that. It was probably something him and your brother were talking about, because your brother's
I
just
have no
as bad.
idea. They're both as bad. So
And
Drinking water when you said that was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
But yeah, I turned to your dad. And I'm just like, Ken, like, I'm part Jew, right? And he just looked at you and looked
Well,
at me,
fuck you.
and he's just like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, well, are you sorry that you said that? Or are you sorry that I'm part Jew? And he walked away to go get another beer.
Sorry, not sorry.
So,
Oh, wow!
welcome
Future
to my
father-in-law.
family,
I'm sorry, my beer's empty.
dude. Seriously, like you have to.
he still doesn't know that my first boyfriend was Jamaican.
Yeah, if he finds that out, he won't show up to the wedding. I guarantee it. Like,
You white harlot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that relationship of 9 days. I was 15.
Oh, Jesus.
And I don't understand that mindset to an extent. Like,
Put up.
my grandfather, rest his soul, I love him to death, but he grew up in, Ukraine under the Nazi regime. He was actually in a work camp, just, shitty childhood, came to America, made the best for himself, and just hated everybody. Like, if you were not an Eastern European, non-Polish, white American male, you were inferior.
Wow.
It's very specific.
Yeah, that's a very narrow.
Like when I came back from tech school, I went to basic training, did tech school, and I'm coming home on leave for the first time. I'm now Air Force, and we're sitting down. He's like, "So you like your job?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, you like your coworkers?" I'm like, "Well, I like the other students." He's like, "So black people, they work with you?" I'm like, "Gee, it's 2001." Shit.
Oh, shit.
Is that how your dad normally opens up like conversations? Like, so Pappy, black
Well,
people.
that was my grandfather. I mean, like I said, and sometimes you can be like, "Okay, sign of the times," but at other times you're just like, "What?" Like,
Yeah.
No, Grandpa. The Jews are not secretly running America.
No, they're
Sorry.
running Hollywood. That's not a secret.
But that's
it's not a
secret.
secret. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no secret about it.
That's common knowledge.
So, I put a call out yesterday to get emails for the show, and we actually got a couple.
Okay.
Should we hit those up?
Yeah, we might as well because we're
Yeah,
already.
I'm gonna have to roll out here in 15 minutes anyway. So.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
from out of nowhere.
Well, should we spend 15 more minutes with them then, and then we'll get to
Yes.
emails?
Because we can do emails and game news.
How long is this fucking podcast gonna be?
It's the last one.
We can probably close it up in the next few minutes for our side, and then give you the chance.
Yeah, when you guys got to go, you got to go.
Yeah, the kids. It's St. Patrick's Day, and the kids are texting me.
And it's St. Patrick's Day. and my
Goddamn
beer is
kids.
texting me.
Yeah.
The beer
I mean,
just
I don't
keeps
wanna-
nagging.
Yeah, the beer's all like, "Drink me, put me in your mouth,
I'm wearing
Are you
something
sure that's
special.
beer?
fill yourself with me."
That's not beer. That's Bigfoot.
That's Bigfoot, yeah. Oh, see the fantasy.
All right. For the sequel,
Oh,
Hermaphrodite
shit.
Bigfoot.
I'm actually sad this is the last show because now the ad-sized image of the SML podcast logo doesn't really need to be in IDARB anymore. Did it ever make it into the game?
It's coming out in the update as you shut the show down.
Fuck yes, that's
It's
even
only
better.
appropriate that it finally makes it in.
That's fucking hysterical.
Just put it on the tombstone.
And well, we were joking last week about, maybe someone will find the SMLs and start loving them and then hyping them, and all of a sudden we look back and there's like 20,000 YouTube listens.
Yeah. And then we were like, oh shit, this is a thing now? Like, what the fuck?
We'll take a year
Meanwhile,
off,
there's like
start
kids
again.
in like in Europe that have all like learned about it in school.
They have SML
then
shirts
all of our-
on.
They know the
careers.
journals.
Right.
All of our careers end. They're like, there's no way these people are serious.
All the people that we work with, Adam, realize that we said the stuff we said.
Like, guys,
Ostracized from the
we
game
really have
industry.
to reevaluate your positions at this company.
I don't know. I've been a part of this where we've interviewed a whole lot of people in your industry, and I just feel like you'd get promoted.
It's true.
You just walk into a room and they just give you a knowing high five. You're like, oh,
That'll get the IDARB
Dicks.
sequel greenlit.
I'm going to Vegas with you guys. I just heard that on the podcast. Let's get some sushi.
Yeah.
Let's get some sushi and some tires.
Hey, Adam, you want to go to the Pinball Hall of Fame?
and then a spare pair of pants.
Spare pair of pants.
Well, guys, we are going to be heading out here in a couple minutes here, but I wanted to say thanks for having us on the last show. It's the end of an era. It's really
Yes.
sad.
Yes.
Yeah.
But can you do me a favor? I'd love to be able to just try to we should regroup. Like
We
later.
could do, yeah.
Do
We
something.
are going to write a Bigfoot erotic novel. Like, this needs to happen. We joke about a lot of shit on the show, like Dragon Fantasy bass fishing, which we all know is not going to happen.
Well, here's the other thing too, and we don't. I mean, I know obviously, Joe, you still have a lot to think about on this front, but
Yeah, they've been encouraging me to start my own show. Like, this
I
is
think
already my show.
yes,
but
I think he needs to continue forth. I basically I've been the guy that just recorded the stuff because I have my home studio set up. However, I
and
have
you've also talked about Diablo a lot.
I did.
Well,
Joe and I are going to start a show. Right, Joe?
You could technically.
We're going to start a show talking about poning the noobs and like.
You and I'm saying we never did the Ashley and Jordan show.
Here's the thing though. I have a spare M box that I'm not using right now, and I have a spare microphone and some cables. So you have everything that you need to do a podcast.
No, I need theme music.
Bob's here.
I'll get Grant to do something new.
Oh yeah, Bob.
Bob,
Bob
yes.
craps that stuff out.
Bob's eating so
5
quiet.
burritos the day before.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think.
And
they
literally
each
just
5
shits on a
burritos to
keyboard
one
and then
song.
waits to see what happens.
Got
There
an
you go,
email.
Joe. Send Bob burritos
There you go.
and get a theme song.
Hey, I
That's very simple.
already have to send cookies out to California as soon as we make another batch. By the way, do you guys
Yes,
like
and-
Heath? Like Heath
If I-
bars?
What?
Oh, Heath bars.
Yeah, do you, Adam?
Oh, Heath bars
Yeah.
are amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, then we will make the Heath cookies, which is what we made this. Ashley hates them. She's
You're
like,
gonna call me
"Ugh,
over,
fucking hate
right?"
Heath.
Yeah. Oh, Adam,
Yeah.
you're coming by.
I don't.
Hey,
I used
got
to have the
Heath cookies.
Heath.
I ate them all. Come on over.
Yeah. Hey,
I
Adam,
used
come
to
over
have
and
the
check out,
Heath
the plate they
Klondike
sent.
bars.
Oh yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, the Heath
But-
Klondike bars were.
Ashley, her pudding cookies are chocolate chip. The ones we just made are chocolate chip and Heath bits in a
Jeez, I haven't eaten
pudding-based
yet. Let's-
cookie mix.
Let's move on.
That sounds fantastic.
It is. You could never eat
I
it,
skipped dinner for
No.
this. You're killing me.
but yeah, we'll have to make another batch and Mike or
and,
Adam send me an
so
address.
Joe will be doing something in the near future.
I'm
whether he knows
considering
or not.
it.
I think you should.
If anything,
He
maybe
might take April off to cry and masturbate
and release
but,
these episodes.
and release these episodes.
I was
But,
thinking maybe around E3, if I do something, I'll like maybe Pappy and I'll do a dry run or something. I won't post it, but just see how it sounds, how it flows.
Which is really how most things I do end up.
yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, not posted and dry.
Are you guys going to come out for E3? And I don't
No.
mean that in any other sense. I mean, just like come drive out to or fly out to E3.
Where is E3 this year?
I don't know. Do you have anyone
LA.
who can hook us up with passes?
Yeah, I was gonna say that
and a
would-
hotel room and plane
Wait,
tickets.
you said it's in LA?
Mm-hmm.
I might look into because I know people in LA that I've been meaning to visit since I got here to Vegas, and It might be just a good weekend to justify. Even if I
you
can't
know
Let's
you
talk
need
about
to get
what it would take
invited,
to get some
Pappy.
passes.
Well, hell, even if I couldn't get into E3, there'll be enough people where I'll just meet them outside for lunch and dinner and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
I actually did not attend GDC this year. I just went to all the parties, and it was great. I wasn't tired at all, and I was really drunk the whole time.
When is E3? Is that May?
June, I think.
June.
Yeah.
I
That
don't
would
know if
actually
you'd
work
be able
even
to
better
save up enough
because
money
it'll be
for
hot
that.
as fuck here, and I may be shipping out to the desert in July for a few months. So that could be my little send-off.
Okay, well, let's talk about that.
All right. Well, you got me on Skype.
We'll email back and forth in the Google Doc for the.
Yeah, they have a chat
Yes,
bar on the
Just to
side.
get that kicked off.
Yeah, just put my name in there, and I'll be a part of the conversation.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, thank you guys.
And they'll see my real name and be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
I can't pronounce this.
Tara S.
Pappy McPapperson.
Terrace butt rage.
That's your legal name?
My
Are we
name.
Facebook friends?
Pappy McPapperson.
Maybe I'm only Facebook friends with Joe and Kris.
There's like 10 different butt rages we know.
Yeah.
I am the pent ultimate butt rage.
The pent ultimate.
So, Mike and Adam, thank you guys for joining us on the final show. Bob, I don't know if you're sticking around or not. You're welcome to.
I have to go as well, unfortunately. It's about almost 10 here, and I'm a lightweight, and I got to go to bed.
Hey, thanks for being on.
Sleepy time, Bob.
Sleepy time,
Exactly.
Baffy.
Sing us a lullaby,
You
Bob.
don't get this. You don't get this ugly by going to sleep late.
The ugly stick actually beats you in your dreams. Exactly.
I don't know. I go to bed pretty late, and I'm pretty fucking ugly.
Yeah, but you also wake up at noon.
True.
All the ugly hours.
The worst.
All right, guys.
But thanks for joining us, and who knows, if I start something new, maybe you guys could be the first guests.
We're in. We're
Yep.
in.
I
I'd
think-
love
yep.
to do it.
You'll
Maybe we'll
just
talk
be-
about video games.
You'll just be
Yeah,
our
we-
co-host.
It would be, yeah. I mean, the only thing that would be different is like maybe my feed would be Skyped in probably too. Then if I had time to do it, I'd only.
You're not going to be on the premiere. Fuck you. I got to make sure people know it's my show and not yours.
Well, see, here's the thing though. I've never claimed.
Quitter, son of a bitch.
I've never
All right,
claimed.
guys. Now that we're starting the infighting, now's a good time for y'all to.
Fuck you. You can't
Take care,
speak.
guys. End of an era.
Any final
Yeah.
words?
I run with 12 gangs.
So,
Take it easy, guys.
Mike, any final words for us?
Words for you guys?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Adam, any from you?
Dicks.
And Bob, anything from
burp
you?
Dick burp.
Dick burp. All right.
Bob,
I'm
anything from you?
Yep.
He's already gone.
Did he leave? Oh, no, there he is.
Oh, he's there. He's lurking.
I will add to Mike's and say good riddance. No, thanks.
You speak for
I know it was
everyone,
only
Bob.
on 2 episodes, but it was lots of fun, and thanks for having us. And hopefully this is
Best
the
time
last.
of your life, Bob. Let's be honest. It's the best time of my
Yeah.
life.
All right, well, don't rub it in.
The only immortal.
Oh,
It was the thing.
that was.
I think in the immortal words of Paul Bellini, thank God that's over.
You guys are still on the line?
It's time to go home and clean up dog shit.
You guys are still on the line. We can hear you.
Oh, that's great.
Pappy, are people still on?
No, I think he ended the call.
So we lost Pappy too. Fucking hell. I wonder if he's going to call back.
We'll see. I have no idea.
So GDC.
Maybe he just rage quit too. He was just like, nah, fuck it.
No, I don't like these guys anymore.
Whatever.
All right, so
Emails
emails
away.
and messages until if Pappy calls back in. I should see if the call is still going or not, just to make sure.
That'd be even funnier. He's just like sitting there listening the whole time. Great. What was that? I Dream of Jeannie or something?
No. I think a Mega Man something. Mega Man Battle Network.
Oh, those.
Oh, Kunal
games.
is texting. He says, "I'm going to call again."
I'm going to call again now that we're done.
Much love to the group. Hope I didn't mess up your last episode with the dialing in and dropping off. Can't wait to hear it.
Whatevs.
Well,
Whatevs.
Whatever, Kunal. You didn't show up. I think Skype just crashed. That
It
might have
just
been the problem.
completely. It's like
Skype gave up on the show too.
it's like, oh my god, it's finally over.
I'll try calling Pappy.
It wouldn't be the last episode without the Skype dialing.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Were you-
Yeah, as soon as they said goodbye, I got booted.
I was gonna say, were you just not going to call us back, or what
It's
the
like,
hell is going on?
Nah,
I've actually
that's
been
fitting.
trying to call you. I had to reload Skype.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually did think about just texting you and going for dinner and be like, "Yeah, I'll be back in 5."
Well, we have a couple of emails to go through, like we mentioned. First one is technically a Facebook message from Jacob because he doesn't have access to email where he was. But he says,
Oh, did you ever give him his runner-up prize?
I'm holding it hostage until he visits me.
All right, fair enough. He's not in a hurry for that.
No one is.
What's the runner-up prize?
Blops 2.
Blops 2.
Special edition.
It has a steelbook, so I might just keep it and say "fuck you" to Jacob,
Oh, the snap!
just to have another.
Is it
steelbook.
weird? Can I add in this little bit here? Is it weird that I'm honestly contemplating getting Black Ops 2 for the Wii U?
Yes.
Why?
But honestly, I am, to celebrate this last show of not giving a fuck. While you read the email, I am gonna go get food because I am eating my own face.
That's fine.
Okay. So Jacob says, "I'm sad to see the SML podcast go. While I was only on a handful of episodes, it was always a blast getting to discuss video games, both old and new, with friends and new faces. Yeah, flaces.
I like flaces.
Flaces alike. Joe has always had a fairly unbiased view on gaming, and I wish the podcast had gone farther.
Father.
Yeah, gone farther than it
Gone
did.
father.
Maybe it was because there was never a real format. It always felt like a nice roundtable discussion that welcomed tangents about Surge. He says Surge Cola, you dumb motherfucker.
You son of a bitch.
It's a citrus-based beverage. It is not a cola, you stupid fucking asshole.
Although a Surge Cola could be something interesting.
Possibly. And bygone food products and other random shit. But damn, it was fun. I'll miss the podcast and hope you all will continue. Why can't I talk?
You're having
I
like
think I'm getting sick.
oh no. Jesus Christ. Don't die on me, Joe.
I wish I had been able to be on the podcast more, but that's how life is sometimes. I'm glad we were able to get it on the famous Bleeding Cool website, which I'm still happy that we made it on there.
Oh, totally.
I'm wondering if they'll, if I start something new, if Hannah would want that on there or not.
I don't see why not. It's not like it would change it all.
I'd say it wouldn't be just gaming focused, but this episode had pretty much nothing to do with gaming. There were like 2 minutes of IDARB talk.
That's about it. Yep. That's all you get.
Glad we were able to get it on Bleeding Cool and that Joe managed to get over 100 episodes. Thanks for listening, and I hope everyone involved goes on to equally awesome projects. Also, Cox, because he thinks we're Destructoid,
Yay.
which we're not.
Cox.
I like hearing the sound just coming from Pappy.
I know, right? It sounds like he's like frying something in a pan. Oh, no. It's obviously a
heaving.
microwave. A lot more obviously a microwave. That is fantastic.
All right, this fucking thing said I had 6 emails, but I'm only seeing 2. Oh, there they are.
Aha.
They popped up. We have one from Randall.
Okay.
He says, "Hey, I'm emailing you during the recording. I'm guessing based on Facebook posts, and I know you'll read it when you get to it because you've done that shit in the past.
Yeah.
Sucks that you guys are wrapping things up after 2+ years. Life does get in the way sometimes, huh? It was hella fun while it lasted, though, and has gotten me through many, many hours of comics drawing and boredom, so thanks. Sorry I couldn't get that new logo ready in time for the end, but maybe there will be another use for it somewhere down the line. Best of luck to y'all, and see you at MagFest forever. Flozax."
Yay.
Thanks, Randall.
Hooray.
Chris Serrani sent, I think, a picture. Flick, who was on our most recent MagFest show,
Okay.
loading to see what the fuck he sent.
It's just dicks
Yeah, it's
everywhere.
just- possibly.
It could be. I don't know. It's still loading.
Yeah. I wonder if your internet's going to be like, no, you're not allowed
It's-
to look at that.
Absolutely possible. You have to recognize that is absolutely
Pickles
a
is. Oh,
possibility.
there we go. A pillow or hug shit. Is SML okay? He's sleeping or a duck, so yes. Maybe that'll be the image for this episode.
That's great.
We'll start off being as fucking weird as
so
ever.
So good. That's fantastic.
The next one from Vapin Gamer, Tom Volkert.
Vapin Gamer.
Yeah. Tom Volkert, who has been on the show before, as well as his brother Eric. And now we say goodbye to the SML podcast. Friends, gamers, nerds, wrestling fans, lovers, we bid a fond farewell to the crazy people that have made this podcast what it is today. From the lows to the lower to the seventh circle of hell to the greatness, we must all say goodbye.
So it's obvious that they listen to the show.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
So what were you cooking?
I had to reheat the pork that I made, but I made a whole thing of brown rice for my side. So yeah, I'm just eating pork and brown rice.
So it was the microwave that we heard.
Yeah, we heard it.
Yeah, I thought about reheating in the oven, but I'm like, I don't want to be gone for 20 minutes.
Yeah. So Tom continues on. On a serious note, I had a ton of fun recording the podcast prior to last year's WrestleMania when we all managed to get the Undertaker winning run because, they have to make Reigns look strong. It was an awesome experience, and it was great to hang out and discuss it. The show will be greatly missed. To everyone, I bid you farewell until I randomly see Joe when he moves back to Berwick because he wants to set Danville on fire. Oh, Jesus.
The only place that you can run to.
Next one from Charlie Hess, a guy that Pappy and I went to school with. He says, "Hey, Joe, great job on the podcast. I hate that you're giving it up. Best wishes." So short but sweet.
Technically not you giving it up. Technically.
Yeah. What he meant to say was, I hate you. Give up your best wishes.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Next one from podcast friend Len Stewart. He says, "Hey guys, sorry to hear it's your last show. It's one of the few fun podcasts I listen to, and I'm sorry to see you guys go. Pours a bit of beer on the floor for the memory of SML. Now I need the paper towels."
No, you need a what the fuck do they call those things? It's not it's like a yellow towel.
ShamWow.
ShamWow. You need a ShamWow.
We have a fake email I'm making up from Kunal that says, "I am a penis."
I like how you went through the added detail of just saying, like, we have a fake email that I'm making up right now.
He's like, he sends us, he's like, I'm really bummed I can't be on the show. I can't wait to listen to it. I wish you guys the best of luck. And you're just like, fuck that guy. He's a penis.
We actually read that message, too. And I think I said, "Fuck you, Kunal."
Something along the lines of that.
We love Kunal. I'm sad he couldn't be on this episode.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll hit him up in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll try doing a little epilogue thing.
Yeah, we can try.
It's going to be a delay getting this up. So technically, this isn't our last time recording together.
Yeah.
But it's our last
full episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's funny. I got a coworker going to Korea between now and then. Maybe I'll see how things are going over there.
Nice. Final email, obviously from Zach.
Oh, yeah. Let's see how many pages this one is.
It's not too bad.
God damn it.
I do like that I made a post before I came up here that after the posts we made yesterday and today asking for emails for the show, I was like, I'm surprised because we got more than I expected. I have 2 emails. And Zach was like, "Oh, I'm surprised." I don't know. He said something. And I said, the only surprise is that you aren't both of the emails.
Yeah. Basically. If we ever had emails at any time, it was either going to be Randall
or Zach. Or multiple emails from Zach.
Both.
Anyway, Zach says, "More than 2 years and 100 episodes, featuring probably over 100 guests and hundreds of video game remixes spanning 5 hosts." Oh, yeah, there were other people on this.
Yeah, you had to throw stuff at the wall to see what stuck.
Yeah.
Well, 5 hosts?
Yeah. Us 3, Bogue and Tim.
Oh, that's right.
Which one did you forget about?
I'm not saying anything.
Bogue?
I'm not saying no.
You forgot about me.
I forgot about Pappy.
Hey, you got up and went to cook something. Of course we forgot about you.
I already acknowledged his existence on his way back.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Zach's whole email right there.
The whole thing.
No. He says, from Fleshlights, Dark Souls, and Dokapon Kingdom to Magfest and PAX, and shipping my pants with Kmart, through dummy runs and busted consoles, from one generation of gaming to the next, from the Gaming Vault to Save Continue to Bleeding Cool, and of course, JoeCam.net. From the discontinuation of Rock Band 3 DLC to the revival of Rock Band DLC and the announcement of Rock Band 4, from small, medium, large to squishy man love to Scandinavian mastodon lingerie to sexual molten lava to someone might listen. You guys never stay on topic. Your quote-unquote interviews are laughable. You curse worse than sailors. You're rude, inappropriate, offensive, and downright ridiculous. And I'm going to miss the fuck out of it.
See, that's a man who actually enjoys our show and listens to it regularly.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep,
he knows
that's true.
exactly what we are. We're pretty fucking offensive.
Well, I think we may have topped ourselves on this episode, so that's a good way to go out.
Hey, our give a shits ran out last week.
It's true.
So
It's very
Joe,
true.
when you do your next podcast, you gonna have any blacks on it?
Jews only.
Damn it. Well, I guess I can't guest on your podcast, Joe.
Neither can Yusuf.
God damn. Listen, I'm so glad that Yusuf got to go to NAM instead of MagFest, but I missed him so much at MagFest.
I just met the guy over the summer, and I can't wait to see him again.
That's the only time I've met him, and I apparently insulted his entire race during a podcast.
You did.
Yeah, apparently? No, you did.
There's proof.
No, that was just directly to him, not the whole race.
No.
So we're just
Okay.
going to end the show on Joe's a racist?
Yeah. Joe's a racist.
Zach
Thanks
continues.
for listening, guys, and remember.
No, Zach still has a couple more pages to go.
Yeah, I was just going to say, come on.
Dude, I'm going to go rinse my plate then. This might take a minute.
He says, it's been an awesome run, and I still have such respect for you lot being able to consistently record every week, save for that dang lost episode, without fail. Even if your listener base never extended further than Randall and myself, you still pressed on and kept it going until you no longer could. I'm excited Joe's shitty internet service means I'll have 3 or 4 more episodes to marathon through, but knowing they are the final episodes is bittersweet. They're not going to be marathons. They're still going up one a week. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He'll know that by the time he hears this.
That's very true.
They all went up one a week. Congratulations on 110 episodes of the SML Podcast, you fucking douchebags. Now that that's out of the way, let's move on to what games I've been playing one last time. I just wrapped up Ori and the Blind Forest the other day, and man, that game is phenomenal. Cannot recommend it enough. I'm not even a huge platformer fan, but man, was it amazing. Also, wrapping up my playthrough of Final Fantasy IV for my marathon before moving on to Final Fantasy V, I'm going to play the Final Fantasy 15 demo, as I've been confirmed to get it in Type 0 HD for review. So yeah, that's pretty baller. Been pretty glued to Pokemon Pokemon Shuffle on my 3DS lately too. Been trying to get some more time with Hyrule Warriors as well, now that the final DLC pack is out and the load times are sorted. Still love that game. Okay, time for final words. Like, not just final words, but my final words. The last I'll ever send to SML. Until like next year, when we get back together to talk about our Bigfoot porn.
Yeah.
Geez, way to put the pressure on you, dicks. Okay, got it. No, wait, lost it. I just shit my bed.
God damn it. Well,
although it's supposed to be the bed.
I think it's I shipped my bed.
No, it's I shipped the bed and I shipped my pants. I just shipped my pants.
I just shipped my drawers.
Drawers, yeah.
Yeah.
I just shipped the bed.
Something like that. I have no idea. Doesn't he have a podcast now?
It's not a weekly thing. He did like 1 episode so far. It's him and 2 other guys who are doing their year-long game marathons.
Got it.
One's doing Mega Man. One is doing... Was it Legend of Zelda?
I could see that.
And then Zach
the Mega Man one should finish first.
Yeah, they could finish in a month.
Gross.
Gross.
And then Zach is, of course, doing the Final Fantasy 1 through 14 marathon.
So Type 0, is that a Final Fantasy game, or is that like a fighting game? Like what the?
It's a Final Fantasy game, but it is more action-based combat. I just got mine in today, and I only put maybe a half hour into it because I woke up stupidly late today because I couldn't fall asleep this morning.
Let me know if it's decent. I'm actually on the fence about it. Like if it's fun, I might try it.
I woke up in a really good mood despite the fact that the show was ending. I was excited because I got a whole bunch of shit in the mail today. I got
a King Dedede.
Yeah, I got my
fucking bastard.
I got my Dedede. Hey, I only ordered it on Sunday.
So you had it in 2 days?
Yeah, Amazon Prime, motherfucker. Is actually supposed to come tomorrow, but because I also ordered the Final Fantasy Type 0 strategy guide with release day shipping, they just put them in one box.
Yeah, they're good about bundling like that.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Again, there's tons of them on there for 25 and below.
So anyhow, as you were saying about the game, Joe.
But as soon as I saw the boxes, I immediately went for the one that I knew that came from Square, opened it up, popped it in, started the install, all excited, really happy to get started on it. Half hour in, I was like, oh my God, this is depressing. Because the story is like just the opening cutscene is going to rip your heart out and punch it in front of you and then flip you off before throwing it like in
so
a pile of
they
shit.
take all of Lost Odyssey and put it in the first half hour like up.
The sound, this isn't really a spoiler because it happens in like before you even control characters. The sound of hearing a chocobo die is fucked up.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. After watching people play Final Fantasy 7 and 8, I'm actually looking forward to dead chocobos.
Oh my God. But like it was it's M-rated, which is a first for Final Fantasy. It's pretty bloody. It is violent.
All right, well, I'll wait for you to get further into it and give me a recommendation based on you knowing my playing style.
I have been excited for this game for years because it's originally a PSP game, and despite it being called HD, you can tell. Like it is not as crisp and beautiful as Final Fantasy 15. It could probably pass off as a 360 game. Like
that bums me out a little bit.
But it is so far it's enjoyable to play. The storyline is definitely not for kids. It is definitely a more mature game. It is very centered around war. My only real gripe so far is the camera. There's no adjustment for the camera sensitivity that I saw, and it seems just a bit too close and too fast. But in my very short time with it, I think I'm going to enjoy it. The visuals don't bother me too much because I know what it is.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a good story, that's
yeah, and it never came to America on the PSP. So this is the first time anyone in America can play an English version of the game, unless you had a fan translated something. Yeah, I'm excited to go home and play more of it.
Cool.
Redbox, fuck, I'm sure they have those out there.
Yeah, well, they have one a mile away from me. It doesn't mean I care.
There you go, bitch.
So what have you been playing, Pappy?
fucking Diablo. My Witch Doctor, it's Torment 3. And the only reason I stopped playing yesterday is because I ran 9 rifts and never got a single legendary drop.
Ouch.
You'll have
you know what? Fuck you, game. Fuck you.
You'll have good days and you'll have bad days.
I have been doing shitloads of key runs.
I might start doing that.
I'm gonna have to start doing those again now too.
I'm trying to get a character that can at least keep up with you guys, or at least go in a different direction and not die.
Yeah. Well,
so,
in Chris's game, I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm laughing at T6.
Yeah.
Like I'm seriously laughing at T6.
I made it to T3 and it's good. Now I just need a couple better drops and some improvements here and there, but it's a start.
I run T6 riffs by myself and finish them in 4 minutes.
The thing is I was getting bored following you guys around with the barbarian. You know, as nice as it is to level up and get stuff and all of that, I wasn't contributing.
Well, here's the thing.
I went with the witch doctor, and I'm trying to buff that character up so that I can contribute and enjoy myself a little more.
Well, and that's the thing. Single target damage is where we do not do well. So
I literally just stand 20 feet behind I have permanent everything. And up to 15 of the temporary little bastards, the little fetishes. So at any given moment, I can have 22 pets on screen.
Nice.
So I'm buffing the pets, and then I got this awesome artifact that makes me immune to arcane damage, and it actually heals me.
Nice.
So I can now stand in front of those fucking lasers and be like, ha 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 ha.
Yep.
I think the only thing is that when the three of us play together, Kris, you have to play one-handed.
I could try. I mean,
well, it's still fun hanging out with you guys and playing with you guys. But again, when I play a game, I do want to feel like I'm accomplishing something. And really, I just felt like the little brother following you guys around. Can I play? Can I play?
Dude, I feel the same way playing with Kris because he has, despite the fact that I have maximum movement speed upgraded, like all the way, you still just sprint away from everybody. And you murder the only way I could kill stuff on my own is to run away from you.
Yes.
So you got
Jordan will start playing.
Speaking of which, I sent I had 3 gifts drop yesterday, and they were all for Ashley.
God damn it.
Dude, she gets them all the time.
You guys should just remove her from your friend list.
Maybe I should.
Like I don't even think she signs in anymore. Like the
Connect just
Connect
does it?
isn't picking her up for some reason.
Huh.
I think she has to go into the settings and be like, I'm not being recognized.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the problem is because she always like sits with her feet up and it doesn't recognize you in that position.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
But like even me, I could just walk past it once and it's like, hi, Joe. And Ashley, it never picks her up. I don't know why.
Because it can't see her through you.
Probably. So we've all been playing Diablo. What else have you been playing?
I actually have been playing a lot of different things. I just started Far Cry 4 today, which I'm excited about.
Nice.
And I'm already thoroughly enjoying. The first thing I did was the alternate ending thing, which was fucking awesome. Really, really cool.
Now let's go shoot some goddamn guns.
Yes. So did that, started playing Ollie Ollie, and that's cool.
After last week, I got you hooked on it, huh?
Yeah, I bought it.
I actually looked into that Ori and the Blind Forest, and then after reading out how everything was so difficult, I decided I'm just going to come watch you play it someday,
Oh my God,
Joe.
Ori is so fucking good. Everything
I'm just going to come watch
difficult.
you play someday.
I don't know where you're reading that everything is difficult. There's a couple of tricky puzzles here.
Everyone's saying it's an old school difficulty game. The one review, the AV Club guy was actually pretty honest about it. He was like, yeah, I loved the game, but it lets you save, when you think you're about to get into a difficult spot. So we got 6 hours into the game and saved, but he was at a part of the game where he shouldn't have been able to get to. So it was impossible to get out of this spike-filled trap that he had saved in.
I've seen that happen to a few people, and most of the time it's your own fucking fault. If you
that's what he said. He's like, yeah, I love the game, but I don't. He's like, right now I can't start over. 6 hours is just too much. He's like, I contacted the devs and see if they can do anything for me.
Yeah, the game is very clear. Like, if you're not supposed to be somewhere yet, don't go there because you'll fuck yourself. But
go fuck yourself.
I'll say now, the game itself isn't stupidly difficult, but there are 4 or 5 escape sequences which will drive you insane. But when you complete them, it is one of the most satisfying feelings.
Are they like the Battletoads bike scene? You just have to memorize where to go.
Kind of, but it's not as difficult.
Is there bandicooting?
Bandicooting?
Is there bandicooting?
Oh, running towards the screen? No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
It's all 2D.
Okay.
Like there's a bunch of like jumping and climbing. You'll die a bunch on them.
Chris,
I was talking to Zach. I said I think the biggest problem, my biggest gripe with difficulty, is the fact that those escape sequences seem very trial and error. Like as soon as you get through a part that you finally figured out and got through it, there's another super easy death where if you don't know what's happening, you don't know what to do.
Right.
You're gonna
I
die.
see that. That sucks. Yeah.
But the game itself is absolutely worth the $20.
Yeah, Kris, bandicooting was coined by our friends at X-Strike because Crash Bandicoot's the one who started the whole running towards the screen.
Right.
And they're not fans, so they'll actually judge a game if it's got bandicooting in it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice delayed reaction.
Yeah, okay. So do we want to cover any news
crickets.
before we finished covering what everyone's playing?
I know you wanted to talk about the football news.
I did. Yeah.
So go ahead. We'll let you feel special.
Joe Montana Football 16.
Got his microphone.
It's an actual thing. I heard that.
What?
What?
It's with Xbox and Joe Montana. And it'll be
And
PC and
2K
Xbox
Sports.
One exclusives.
Yeah,
That's the important part. It's with
and
2K
2K.
Sports.
And apparently they're gonna try and do like the whole like create a character, go through the ranks and career
Franchise
thing.
mode.
Yeah. No, and I'm excited because I really haven't enjoyed the Madden games, to be honest.
Well, if you have
So-
EA access, you could still try the new ones.
I was gonna say I have EA access, so
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go play some Diablo tonight and then go to bed.
I know the biggest question remaining over the not Madden. God damn it. Joe Montana football is whether or not it's NFL licensed. All the rumors that have been talking about this game has said that it is an NFL game because in the NFL licensing, Madden just has the exclusive third-party rights. But first-party games can still be made. The issue is in the only screenshot that's been released so far, which was actually tweeted out by Joe Montana, they had generic outfits in a generic stadium. There was no NFL branding at all. So I don't know if they're still working out getting NFL licensing and they just put generic teams in as placeholders, or if it's not.
I'll be
licensed.
honest. If it's a better game, it still may be worth it even without the actual names.
Yeah.
true. It's very, very true.
But you have to wonder because the last game 2K made for football was that 2K All-Pro Sports or All-Pro Football 2008, which didn't do well at all. Nobody gave a shit about it.
Right.
When are we going to make a new NFL Blitz?
Right.
The one came out like 2 years ago.
That was
When are we going to make one that I care about?
Yeah, but it was just a remake of the 64 version.
I don't know. It was more HD-ified.
Well, yeah, but gameplay wise, it was exactly the same.
I don't know what else they could do with it.
Did you ever play Blitz the League?
That's not by EA though, and that's not NFL branded.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, you know,
Well,
I would have
anywhere
loved-
you can body check somebody and backslam, and slam them to the ground is probably not going to be a week supported.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why NFL Blitz was so watered down because of the NFL. I would have loved to see more actual Blitz the League games come out, but Midway's dead.
right.
Blitz the League was fucking awesome though.
Yeah.
Like an actual involved story mode, the M rating, like tackling someone and having an X-ray of their testicles exploding
Yeah.
or bones breaking.
Yep.
Speaking of bones breaking, Mortal Kombat's coming out soon.
I'm very, 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 very upset with the lineup that they have with the characters right now because they added in somebody that I just am. I'm very pissed that they used the character spot for this person as opposed to somebody that's already in the goddamn franchise.
Who?
Freddy. Or not Freddy.
Freddy Krueger?
No,
Jason?
Jason. Yeah, Jason Voorhees.
From Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Who did you think it should have gone to?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like fucking Smoke or like someone else from the actual
There
Mortal...
could still be other characters coming.
Smoke's like in the campaign, but not as a playable character.
Maybe
That's
he's an
weird.
unlockable.
Who we got? Aaron Black, Jack. I don't even know some of these names.
There's a
man.
lot of new guys.
I know what your favorite part of the new
Shinnok.
game is going to be.
Brutalities.
No, I saw the achievement list, and one of them is to run into something in the crypt.
I'm not playing.
Literally
the game.
just.
You know what? I'm. God damn it! I can't buy the new Mortal Kombat. God fucking damn it!
The
do you
crypt
mean,
demon is back.
I can't buy it. This sucks, man.
It's a jump scare in the crypt, like where you unlock the art and the soundtrack and all this other shit. Kris was deathly afraid of it after experiencing it in Armageddon, was it?
No, it was 9 because I was playing it. I had my own apartment in Wilkes-Barre. It was super fucking like late at night. I was like really, really tired, but it was the only time that I actually had to play games because I was working 2 jobs and blah, 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 whatever. But pitch black room, really late at night. I'm fucking half out of it, and I'm just like going through the crypt, like spending a bajillion goddamn points because I never spent them all. And I'm going through, and I'm just like buying every single fucking like gravestone that you can. And then this stupid goddamn fucking jump scare comes out of nowhere, and I literally, like, I had a mini heart attack. I turned the game off. I ejected the disc and promptly sold it. Like, I cannot.
And it's back! And it's an achievement to run into them.
So
And you honestly won't play because of
I
that?
won't play it.
You could just not do the crypt.
I'm not gonna be able to unlock anything.
Make Jordan do it.
I did. I had her do it on. I bought it again because I told myself I was gonna fucking finish that shit, but then
Have her do it in Mortal Kombat 10.
At least I know that it's there, so I can avoid it.
By the way, longtime listeners will know that they have heard this story a few times before, and it's still funny every time.
It's a problem.
I never heard it.
It's a problem.
Oh
It's
my
a big
God.
problem.
Something else I put a little bit of time into. I got an invite to the closed alpha of Smite.
I'm so fucking jealous of that.
Are you smitten with Smite?
I'm having fun with it, yeah. I didn't get to play it too much because I've been hooked on Ori and Bear.
I'm so jealous that you got into Smite. I'm really, really excited for that.
Well, you can try it as I drive home.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
You'll have a good hour free.
I shall.
Wow. Yeah, because
Is there a release date on that yet or no?
Not yet.
Oh, Battlefield Hardline dropped today, huh?
It
Yeah,
did,
it
yeah.
did.
Oh wait, it dropped 3 weeks ago. Ha ha ha. Okay. Well,
What?
Oh, hey, next week, Kris, Slender the Arrival comes out.
No. Just no. I'm not playing.
What is We Are Doomed?
I don't know.
Never mind. Polygon shooter.
If you want a good horror game, today they just released Cabela's African Adventures.
Speaking
That's
of
some
racism,
scary shit.
Wait. Life is Strange Episode 4 is currently set to release after Life is Strange Episode 3, or before Episode 3. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I think they're all releasing it like the same time.
But why would 4 come before
just
3?
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not
do
looking
survival
forward to a
horror.
whole lot of games this year.
Are you kidding? I'm literally looking forward to like 4 of them in the next like 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm just, I don't know. Maybe it's the taste, or maybe I'm just not excited. Well, I know I'm not excited for Borderlands and that stuff, but yeah, Battlefield I'll probably pick up, and then Halo. Those are the only guarantees I got for the whole year.
You know what I was super excited for?
What?
Fucking Bloodborne. God damn it.
You know, I might just have to start picking up more Steam games this year.
I was almost contemplating the same, but then I started realizing like once Neverwinter comes out and Smite comes out, I'll probably never get off my Xbox One.
I'll probably not play Neverwinter just because you'll never hear from me again.
I think you should try it with us.
I think you should too, because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna give it a legitimate shot, and I'm gonna get into it because I want to play an MMO. I've been
playing D&D since I was 11. If something's gonna suck me in, it would be a D&D pure Dungeons and Dragons MMO, and I'll fucking lose everything.
So you can lose it with us.
Yeah, we'll be there to play with you.
Yes, because that's what an addict needs, is people to keep him in the game.
You don't know if you're addicted to it.
You
haven't played it. You might start it up and be like, "This game's a piece of shit."
To be fair, someone can make the same argument with heroin.
It has everything I like. That's right there is a dangerous start.
What do you like?
D&D. Forgotten Realms specifically. Neverwinter is set in the Forgotten Realms. It's a Dungeons and Dragons MMO. It has magic and swords and
Yeah,
you know,
pretty much everything.
magical items and vorpal
like,
swords.
You have to understand even like the skill trees and all of your actions and stuff like that. They're completely based off of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I know they are.
Yeah, they're actually D&D 5, I believe.
I think so.
Which is so. I'll tell you right now, Kris, just build a barbarian and get cleave.
You got it.
He's talking about Diablo.
As someone who D&Ds. Build a barbarian because you'll have the most hit points, and then get cleave, and then get greater cleave, and then you will literally slice through multiple enemies at once.
Got it. I will do my best.
And I'll just play a shitty warlock where role playing is more important than combat.
There you go.
Maybe that'll keep me from being like super duper into it.
We'll be your tanks. You could be our magician.
Yep.
Yeah. Go read up on warlock. He's barely any of those.
Well, he wouldn't be a tank. That's why I said we would be the tanks.
Well, no, he's barely a magician.
Who knows? Maybe he farts bubbles or something.
He farts bubbles. Do you fart bubbles?
Pappy blows bubbles.
Personally, yeah. Not my warlock doesn't though.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Bubbles is the dog.
Yeah,
got it.
I'm playing a warlock in an actual campaign, and I'm a priest of Cthulhu, basically.
I have also been playing. I bought Risk on the Xbox One.
Oh God.
Yeah, the games take forever.
The 360 Risk is the only time I ever got so angry at a game I broke a controller.
Wow.
I believe it. I fucking believe it, man.
Yeah, and Joe knows me. I don't get mad at video games, but I broke the left handle hand grip on my controller on my actual Halo controller for the 360.
That's terrible.
I never broke the controller
because it was the one where it was cats and robots and stuff. Those were the armies, and I invaded with 15 armies to their one and lost. And then the next round, I took 20 armies to their one and lost. And then the third round, I took 12 armies to that one and lost. And I got so angry, I started actually hitting the controller against the footrest of my my recliner and snapped it.
It's great.
And then I removed the game.
The only thing I ever broke during a game was I snapped a disc in half. I was playing Ski-Doo Challenge or something for the 360.
Something really terrible.
Well, I was in a competition a couple years ago for highest gamer score wins a game after 30 days or something. So I was playing all the cheapest, easiest achievement games I could, and people are like, "Oh yeah, Ski-Doo's really easy to get a bunch of quick achievements in." But because it's snow, I can't think of the word. Snowmobiles. Yeah, because it's that, they obviously don't handle that well. And at the one race, I did it 6 or 7 times in a row, and it would always be on the last lap. Like, I would take a jump and land it just slightly crooked, and my snowmobile would just, like, start rolling, and I would get passed by everybody, like, right in front of the fucking finish line. So I took it out of the system, snapped it in half, and then played a different game.
And then took it back to Redbox.
To my credit, this was when I was in my little dickhead phase where I was just burning games and had a modded system.
So it wasn't.
So it was the cost of one DVDR.
One DDR.
Yes.
One GDDR3 RAM stick.
So anything else to cover before we say our final goodbyes?
I guess not.
I'm gonna be. I may be contemplating playing WoW.
Your wire looks like balls right now.
It does.
You and Josh.
I said may, because the other thing you have to realize is I'm going to have Borderlands. I'm going to have Mario Party on Friday.
Oh yeah, you don't even want to bother with WoW. It'll just take you away from other games.
That's why I'm thinking I'm probably going to go into Neverwinter. Which Neverwinter is when?
31st.
Yeah.
So I still have.
Which is good. I'll be ahead on my homework by then, and I can actually. It's free to play? You said
free.
Completely free to play.
All right.
I will probably be giving that a shot. Hopefully, I can get into the Smite Alpha because I want to play the fuck out of that. Really, really bad.
I don't think you'll get into the alpha. Maybe the beta.
We'll see. You got into the alpha?
Yeah, because I'm in the dashboard preview.
It makes me sad.
Do you want to be invited to the preview program?
Yes.
you're not going to get into the alpha, but maybe you'll get something in the future.
Yes.
As long as you stay involved with it. You do the surveys and you do the quests and all this other shit.
Yes.
I'll send you an invite.
Sure.
Pappy, do you want to be in it?
Nope.
Nope.
Like, I was taking screenshots weeks before you fuckers.
Ooh.
Ooh. And on that note,
any kind of final words, final speech from you, Pappy?
thanks for having me on. It's been a lot of fun, and hopefully I can, at the very least, be an occasional guest on your new venture in the future.
If I do it.
When you do it.
God damn you guys.
I think you should do it.
How about you, Kris?
I learned a lot. I reconverted myself back to consoles in the span of this podcast, which is weird because I was just all about like, yeah, fucking PC, and then it was just like I got an Xbox One, and I'm like, yeah,
You're like
Xbox
fucking
One.
League
Like,
and fucking Hex and fucking PC for life.
well,
bro.
here's the funny thing too. As we record this podcast, today is the first day that they released the PvE stuff for Hex. Finally.
Wow. Only took 2 years.
It only took 2 years. So I may give that a shot, and that may convert me back to PC again.
I doubt it. You'll always come back for Diablo,
Yeah.
which you've still said is better on consoles.
It is. I enjoy it so much better on consoles, and I don't care who wants to fight me on that. I will defend it tooth and nail.
You wanna fight about it?
I will. Yeah, I'm enjoying my console, and I will be for many years to come, hopefully. If anybody wants to play some games with me, my gamer tag is SML Kris. There's a space between SML
Are
and
you
Kris.
going to change it?
I don't. That requires money. So if it does happen, it's not going to happen for a while.
It'll happen in the next 3 weeks.
No, God, no. Absolutely not. I'd rather spend that money on
I feel
games.
bad for Bogue because he's still SML Bogue.
That's hysterical.
And he's done like 10 total episodes.
Yeah, ever. But I might change it eventually. I have no idea. I really hope that you do another show though, because I would like to come in and do some episodes with you when I do have some time. But unfortunately, responsibilities suck, and I'm not going to be able to have cool conversations.
Maybe
with
I'll
neat
leave
people.
it up to our listeners on this. Do you guys think I should do a new show?
Well, you
Send
know
your
that
answers to the SML podcast.
you already know full well that there's been a multitude of people that have said that you need to.
The important thing is you have guests who would like to come back.
That's true as well.
True.
I think you need to take that into consideration. Plus, not to mention the fact you don't need to fucking get it. I will literally hook you up with everything that you need.
True.
But you need to figure that out in the next, I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll set the
All
shit
right.
up and try recording.
Yeah.
Let's
All
see
right.
how it
And on
sounds.
that note,
You're going to
wish you
leave
guys
before
luck.
I say my goodbyes?
Yeah, I was
You
hoping to. Jesus.
Dickhead.
Okay, fine. Whoever the fuck you are, what do you want?
Are you done, Kris?
Yeah, that's about all I got.
All right, it's been good. See you. No.
God damn it.
I do want to thank a couple of people. I want to thank Zach for being our most dedicated listener.
Yeah.
Randall for being a runner-up.
Yeah.
Chris Taylor for giving us our name 20 episodes in.
Yep.
It only took that long.
It took a while. We had our anagram. We just didn't know what it was going to stand for.
Indeed. We didn't know what it was going to stand for after 4 weeks because
Yep.
Bogue left. I want to thank you guys for doing this with me for so long.
Gross.
Pappy as guests, you as pretty much a co-host since episode 1,
Pretty much.
although you missed a handful from your band shit. I want to thank Tim and Bogue for being part of this crazy ride.
Yep.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but despite being on bad terms with him, I want to thank Kyle Gatto, for having the show and getting me involved in the Gaming Vault, and later the group of us who started Save Continue together. I might not be with Save Continue anymore. I might be on bad terms with Kyle, but I still appreciate the chance he gave me as a writer and a place for us to do a podcast. So no matter how much I tell him he could go fuck himself, I still appreciate what he gave to us as an outlet. Every guest who's ever been on the show,
there's too many to list.
Nope, I have a list.
Yeah. Fuck you. You have a list.
Whether it was someone who only did one episode,
I wrote one on my right butt cheek for you to read.
Well, there are a handful of people who do deserve mention. Norg and Kunal.
Yes. That email sound
from Ashley,
or that text sound.
Norg and Kunal have been huge supporters of us.
Yep.
Grant Henry as well, who helped get us all set up and has our new theme song, and the IDARB guys, of course.
Yep.
Bob Baffy, if he makes me new music.
Which would be awesome.
Which would be pretty cool. I have an actual game composer doing a new theme song.
Just 5 burritos.
Five burritos, that's all it takes.
MagFest, like we've had Brendan on, we've had Dom on, we had Paul on, all talking. They talked to us first about MagFest 8.5.
Yep.
Like we literally had an exclusive with them the day it was announced.
Yep.
Which is pretty badass. All the musicians that we've played on the show, the rock band guys who pretty much gave our show a purpose.
Pretty much.
Having Nick Chester on a couple of times, John Drake, who's now at Sony, Aaron Treitz, Eric Pope.
It's funny, but as you mentioned them, there was this thing that you can sign up for through Harmonix to attempt to try and get to be a tester for some of their games.
Yeah, I saw that.
And one of the options, how you found out about this, is I put that I knew a rock band, or a Harmonix employee, and I put Nick Chester.
Oh shit!
So Nick, hook a brother up.
We know you're listening. I think you have to be available to go to Boston though.
Dude, fucking, if they're gonna let me test out Rock Band 4, I'm there. Like, whatever, man.
Oh man, so many people to thank, and I don't care about any of them. Music this week. Since I didn't really get to announce it 2 weeks ago when we just briefly mentioned
we just went
Tiberian Suns last week, which I still haven't even made that show yet, so what the fuck ever. I'm going to pick a bunch of different artists that have been on our show that we've been fans of. One-Ups, A Rival, maybe some Vert. We'll see. I'm not fully set on it.
Do you want McDonald's Treasureland Adventure?
We already put that song in an episode.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
The week
yeah,
you
you're right.
made it.
Yeah. It was the week that I made it. You're right. I love McDonald's Treasureland Adventure.
Or no, it was the week after DOD. Or no, it wasn't in DOD.
No, I didn't put it in DOD.
Yeah, because you did it for the MagFest.
I did it just for MagFest. Which I feel, dude, I feel so fucking bad about that MagFest because I was telling everybody I was going to send out digital copies. When I got my receipts for all the sales that I did through Louder, they didn't give me any of the email addresses, and I couldn't get them from them.
God.
So all those people that I was like, yeah, you'll get a digital copy, like, didn't get shit.
You should have I told you should just write the web link on the CD.
I should have, but I'm a dumbass.
Yeah, you are.
It's fine.
So
those people will find you next MagFest.
Yeah, if they see me next, well, see, because
no, they will find you.
Oh,
they have
yeah,
a
that's
special set of skills.
Listen, you son of a bitch.
I'm just gonna be like,
songs.
Well, you know what I should do is I should have it all completely. Well, see, I was sending everybody the link in their email because we had it hot linked, but it was so that they wouldn't lose it. Because if I just wrote it down on something, they wouldn't remember.
Yeah. Well, if you wrote it on the disc,
that would people. You know how people operate.
Well, if you bought the album and you didn't get your digital copy, joecam.net/blademode.rar.
Yeah, right. And you can have everything I've ever done
for Blade Mode
for free.
Hey, you're out of CDs, so what the fuck?
It's true. All the CDs are gone. You could still buy a digital copy through Bandcamp and support me, which somebody did 2 days ago.
Nice.
It was actually, I got it was on Saturday because it was while I was watching people blow cocaine.
Nice.
I got an email saying that somebody bought the digital copy of it. So
Zach and Randall, if you don't already, Randall has it. I wonder, did Zach ever buy it?
I don't think so.
Zach, you're not allowed to use that link I said. Fuck you. Buy the album.
Buy the CD. Buy the digital version. No, you can have the digital version. I'm going to try and put out some new shit.
I never mentioned what the capitalization is.
That's true.
So they'll have to figure that shit out.
Should it matter? I don't think
All right.
It does.
Does it?
Specifically. So we thanked everyone. I think Pappy wants to shit again.
No, it was a lot of fun. But now I need some time to digest all this free time I'm going to have on Tuesdays.
Hey, you're the one harassing me to start a new show. So
no, absolutely, I want you to start a new show, but I'm also going to start going to. Yeah, no, I'm going to start going to Alcoholics Anonymous on Tuesdays.
Are you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I support you.
Because my support group on base is my time there is almost up, so I want to find a good group. And I'm like, well, I've been scheduling my Tuesdays for so long, I'll just replace it with
another
else.
scheduled thing.
Yeah,
I was gonna say we could always do a solo thing once I get my internet back and see how that works.
Yeah, but it'll also be flexible because neither of us have the kind of time constraints that Kris does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this, if I schedule guests and they're available a certain time and you're not, chances are I'll just do one-on-ones with them and tack it at the end of our stuff.
Yeah, why not, man? It's make it the Joe Cam with Pappy show instead of the Joe Cam and Pappy show.
Well, I told Kris this, that if I start something new, the name is going to be Fatcast.
Are you sure that's not going to step on Fat Gatsby?
Well, it's Fatcast. Or is theirs called Fatcast?
No, they're Fat Gatsby.
Because I can't call it Fagcast. So Friends and Technology.
Hey, there we go.
Plus I'm fat.
Plus I'm fat.
And at least, and with the next iteration, we realize that a gaming podcast isn't working for us. We can throw games in there. However, bags of dicks.
I will say that I would still want it to be primarily around video gaming.
But at least when you have slow news times in gaming, you can talk about other technology.
Yeah, you can talk about movies. We could talk about
people
TV
have
shows.
Said the best thing about this is when you get the guests on, is the guests get to just be their guests. They're not there necessarily to pimp their thing.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, sometimes they do, and sometimes they want to, but most of them seem to like coming on the show because it's not, oh, hey, you got a new thing coming out. It's like, hey, if you want to talk about it, cool. Otherwise,
Or in the case of Harmonix, they came on to specifically not talk about Rock Band 4.
yeah, it's fun.
Ooh, that was a new one.
But it was a wild ride.
Bandcamp, new release from Chiptunes equals win. So
cool.
All right.
So in closing, for the final time, my final words.
What are your final words, Joe Cam?
Are you ready?
I'm fucking. No. Have you been like thinking about this for like days now?
Kind of.
Have you?
All right, I am leaning forward.
My final words.
I'm ready.
I got DDD.
You fucking piece of shit.
Everyone is dead. it's always gonna shine again. I believe the pot of gold, it waits at every rainbow's end. I believe in roses kissed with dew. Why shouldn't I believe the same in you?
Hey guys, it's been about 3 weeks since we initially recorded the show. I figured since everything's kind of come together with my internet finally that we would gather. I can't even talk. It's been so crazy. We'd gather together one last time and add this little epilogue to the show as kind of a little what have we been up to in 3 weeks. As you all know, the world's kind of fucked up right now. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. We were able to get Mike and Adam back on, and Pappy's here. Kris is next to me.
Yep.
We've been frantically trying to get in touch with Kunal. We don't know his whereabouts right now. I know we lost Bob. He's gone. Mike, what did you hear about Bob?
I mean, I'm assuming the same thing. I just assume we've lost him. But you know, that's kind of what's been going on out there. Actually, it's a little weird actually, because I mean, Adam and I right now, we're kind of holed up in a Walmart here, and we found some, you know, minor internet connection over here through some cell phones. But I mean, the world's crazy right now. A lot of stuff's gone down since last we talked, and I mean, I feel like we have to, you know, kind of put all this to rest.
Yeah.
Right now, who knows what's going to happen tomorrow?
Yeah. You never know. Yep. You know, that's why I spend all my time here in the gun department, just practicing. You know, it's important.
Yeah, it really is. And the shame is everybody else got the guns before we got here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, practicing with the plastic ones just to be ready in case we find some.
Did they get all
as I'm sure you guys are doing.
The baseball bats and sledgehammers out there as well?
There's a couple of baseball bats. Yeah, and they have this thing. It's like a crowbar, but it's not really. It's kind of this. It's a multi-purpose tool kind of thing. That's pretty good. It's got a lot of weight.
Oh, hey, Kunal, are you still there?
I'm here.
Oh my God,
Okay.
Kunal is alive.
Oh my God. Holy.
Oh
Hey,
my God,
welcome.
Kunal,
We
how
were,
are things in Jersey?
Pretty shitty.
All right.
I know. How has the zombie uprising been in California, Mike and Adam?
I mean, it's funny you call it a zombie uprising. I mean, it's got all the telltale signs, really.
I mean, I know zombie is a made-up word, but I don't know how else to describe what's happened in these 3 weeks.
Yeah, they're definitely rabid like zombies. You know, I guess that's really is the best way to describe it, isn't it?
You know all that Dead Rising though paid off.
Yes, absolutely.
I would say the funny thing
Resident
about
Evil
being in Vegas is that no one really noticed.
Well, most of the people
are
in Vegas
rabid
died
assholes
after the nuke attack from North Korea. I mean,
well,
I'm amazed you're still around. I don't know, like, were you out of town when that happened?
No, I was just far enough away. Now I am, currently on convalescent leave. I'm actually borrowing some bandwidth on base. They've got me in a bunker. But I've got all my limbs. Just one of them's a little twisted, mutaty, I guess.
Are you quarantined?
No, there's no virus over here. It's just fallout.
Now you saw the blast, and what I heard is it was probably. I mean, it's a North Korean missile.
Yeah, but
it said the blast radius was like a mile.
Yeah, but it was a North Korean missile, so it missed Vegas by like 8 miles.
Yeah.
So there's
So just a lot of radiation scarring.
Yeah.
Kris,
Anybody hulking out?
I don't know, Kris. How have you been feeling?
I lost my voice a little bit. I'm not as loud as I used to be. But that's also because things like these change somebody. I don't want to sit here and pretend that everything's cool. It's a really real thing. It's a lot to take in.
I never thought that Like I've been mostly a pacifist my whole life, and I never thought that I would actually harm someone, let alone kill somebody to protect Ashley.
But I mean, you have to understand. I mean, at this point, like, you know, they're not really a person.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's a shell of what they once were.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, that was really the hardest part. You know, you watch all the TV shows back when, you know, the TV still worked, and you think, oh, I could do that, no problem. But then when you actually have to shove an ice pick into your friend's head, it's hard, you know?
Everybody copes
really
differently, right? Like,
Yeah.
my coping mechanism is I found a whole bunch of choose your own adventure books.
Mm-hmm.
And it just takes me back to a place that was like before all this went down.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really
I
nice.
used to
And
read
like
all those Lone Wolf books as a kid. I used to love those so much.
Yeah.
I
think just like go ahead.
Since we did get Kunal, and it's good that he's here. What are you doing to kill time over there right now, man? Like, oh shit,
Kunal?
Oh no.
Oh my God, no.
I hope he's all right.
Here's the open. It's just bad internet, and
oh my God, no, Kunal. Fuck.
I feel like we've been through this already a few times before,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna stay optimistic on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard his
We
voice.
did. Yeah.
It's
we
like
heard.
We did hear from him.
50-50 chance, you know.
so.
I
But it's
mean,
Jersey. Internet's a little weird
Telecommunications
over
are
there.
kind of rough right now. It's kind of selfish that we're even recording this, but I did promise the listeners a couple weeks ago that I would finish these final 3 episodes and get them online.
Yep.
But it just seems
Plus,
so
you wouldn't
wrong
want to
to
piss
do
off-
this.
Well, it's
You
just
wouldn't want
funny
to piss
that
off the
over here
listeners,
it's
'cause-
the 4chan network is actually keeping things up and going, because apparently
That's right. I didn't think the government would rely on 4chan so readily to get the message out. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, anonymous, even in times of zombie uprising and nuclear fallout, the internet's the most important thing for them. So let's not piggyback, or why not piggyback off of it?
Yeah,
Get the word out.
Between all the dick pictures, celebrity nude photos, and cat gifs, they still somehow kept their shit together enough to keep the internet on. Somehow.
Well, yeah, or else how are you going to rickroll somebody?
And that's,
Especially in these
you know,
times,
and again, like you were talking about coping mechanisms. I mean, for most of those people, that's just kind of like, it's what they do. That's all they know. So they try and resort back to that to when things.
I will
were better.
admit though, the only weird thing is since they're out of painkillers, I've kind of taken up drinking again. But we're actually reusing ethanol from the aircraft.
You know what?
So-
I can't blame you for drinking again.
I mean, it's just to numb the pain a little bit. But
I mean, I actually dabbled a bit with meth. I know Kris has been helping me get some pot since I couldn't get any kind of back pain meds anymore, and that's kind of helped me. It's just I don't feel like me anymore.
Well, none of us do.
A lot of the guys here in Walmart have coped by, basically increasing their frequency of masturbation.
Hey, you just,
I mean, at least the store's big enough, so
you know,
don't
I'm
have
up to like 8 or 9 times an hour.
you do what you can to just
Yeah,
stay
and-
normal.
You really do. You really do.
Yeah, and who's to say what normal is at this point, even? So
My cat's Potato is still stupid. She has a third eye now, but she's stupid.
well, that's probably a good way to leave it. Let people think about cute, cuddly kittens.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's all I think about all day long.
That's the
Did you
world
hear
we
that?
used to live in.
Chris, what the fuck is that noise?
Are you guys all right?
You just fucking died. 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 You fucking died. You just fucking died. Yeah. Just fucking died. just fucking died. You just fucking died. You just fucking died.
Are you guys ready for the epilogue? We got to be like really somber.
I laugh at funerals, so I'll just be myself.